You down with PCP?
Saw you in the background, PJ.
Yep.
I saw you.
Yep.
Come on, let's dance. Finally got you dancing. Yes, I won. I have won.
I wasn't dancing. I had a headache.
Man, that's not about winning.
I wasn't dancing. I had a headache.
You were dude. You were dancing your ass off in the background. You threw me all off. I forgot to pull our screens up, and I was like, "Oh wait, nobody's here." And I was trying to play the music so we could all dance to it.
I had a headache, man. I mean, I was trying to get rid of my headache.
Dude, you don't get rid of your headache by headbanging.
Yeah,
that's probably why I never didn't. That's probably why it never went nowhere. Dang.
Right.
You weren't headbanging, man. You were like.
Did it get worse, Peach, when you did it?
No. I mean, I was moving it. See, I was moving it. That's right. Acting like the guy from Charlie Brown.
That's what you do when you have a headache. You try to squeeze your head while you headbang.
He will be going to the hospital tonight after the show for a ruptured C6.
What is up, guys?
What's going on? Doug Van Dorn said that move makes his head explode.
Absolutely. I think I still hurt from it.
Even when I was like 22 and tried to do that, it made my head want to explode.
Hey, man. I'm just saying, I was trying to get rid of the headache. That's all, fellas. I wasn't dancing.
No, you were. I was like laughing, man, because you were going off with it. He was out on the floor like it was 30 years ago. And he's chasing women.
And even 30 years ago, all I would do is stand on the wall at the club.
I bet.
Somebody had to hold it up.
Until some fine lady came up to you, then you got behind her.
I'm just saying.
You're that kind of guy. You just got it behind him.
Somebody
moves.
Somebody had to hold up the wall, man. That was me. There you go. I was a fire marshal. Checking the exits.
Guys, before we continue, let me remind everyone here that we are brought to you by BetUS. Go check out BetUS, every sports bettor's favorite sports book. They have a bunch of great perks as well as exceptional service. Use the link in the description, bit.ly/BearsCountryPodcast -BetUS. And get a 125% sign-up bonus. Place your sports bets with US. Damn it. I'm never going to get that right.
And if you're going to bet, please bet responsibly.
I wrote my own script for that, and I haven't gotten it right yet.
That's all right. We all live, we learn, we do better, we try hard.
Hey, I'm getting
Go
close.
Bears.
Go Bears.
Nobody said his name 3 times, did he? Because he's here already.
So, people in the chat, Mark Payback, what's going on? Good to see you again, my friend. Doug Van Dorn. This guy named Mr. Shorty. He always showing up. We gotta watch out for him.
Cliff Victoria saying, "Shorty, you're getting better. Thank you. One day I'll nail that." I was like. I was thinking to myself, man, I got this, and then I screwed it up at the end. So I will get it.
Antlers, bear down.
PZ.
Adam.
Don Burr's coming in here to disrupt our chat tonight. Welcome, Don Burr.
Bolster covers.
James Ford.
Hey, Charles Johnson. Good to see you, bro, man.
AC Adam, Mark Kazak. Did you say that already?
Yes, I did. Get at Adam, baby. And then Steve comes in with
Gris.
Steve S comes in with a $2 super chat.
Right off the chat. Right off the top. That's what I'm talking about.
Cheers to you, Steve S.
Appreciate you, Steve. Man.
Appreciate you.
I got to say that Jay Grizz one more time. Jay Grizz.
Let's harmonize it together. Do it again.
Jay Grizz.
Brewhaw 7 checking in.
All right.
Steve S saying, "Go Bears, go Cubs, go Illini." Go Bears and go Cubs is currently in session, but oh man, I'm sorry about the Illini, my man. If that game would have started off 33-0 or whatever, 35-0, that would have been, what would the world have been thinking at a 35-0 opening instead of a 35-0 second half opening? Brutal, man.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday to you. Appreciate
you,
Steve.
I actually thought the Illini were going to. I thought they were going to go. I thought they were going to win. They should have. Whatever, man. Disappointed.
I don't know.
That was much better team than they played as in that game. Sorry, I had to go off on this basketball moment, but
I haven't watched basketball in a few years, man. It's been a while for me.
I haven't watched basketball since Jordan retired. Other than the Illini.
I haven't watched basketball at all. I mean, I watch my grandsons play, but other than that, it's just not the same anymore.
I'm just sick, man. I've been following
We just got to count those 18 championships we got in Los Angeles there, and just not the same anymore.
It won't matter because someday Los Angeles won't be there. Time takes care of all the issues, Pete.
Man, I'm just saying.
I won't be there, and eventually I won't be here, so it won't freaking matter.
Moving back to Indianapolis.
Eventually, Foster? Like, how long is it going to freaking take, man? You're going on 400 years.
Hey.
I just turned 958 last week.
Oh.
He's ready for the next revolution.
Guys, in chat, let's acknowledge this. Let's acknowledge this right now. We did have 2 birthdays here. In fact, Kitty, my wife, shares a birthday with PJ. 2 birthdays in this past week.
Foster, I knew I always liked her.
And PJ both had birthdays. Foster's going on 900 and what?
59. Give or take 60 years.
You're only like 652, right, PJ?
What? I'm celebrating my 30th anniversary of being 30.
Yeah. It's his 30th annual 30th birthday.
Right.
It happens every year, whether you like it or not.
I'm just telling you. I celebrate anniversaries now. I don't celebrate birthdays.
Bearski film checking in.
Bearski.
What's up, Bearski?
Bearski, Bearski.
Polsky Bearski, Brouhaha showing up.
And yes, Mark Kazak, it was Foster's birthday as well. So yes, thank you, Mark Kazak. Appreciate you, brother.
Phi and SMI podcast.
Uh-oh. Phi and SMI podcast. All right, that's something I've never seen that one before. What's happening?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at the logo, PJ, and look at ours.
Oh,
very interesting.
Here,
very interesting. Yes.
So did we steal it from them?
They had their logo was similar. That I think before us.
Yeah,
we borrowed it.
I'm joking around, but I didn't know who was first, and
I'm just saying we borrowed it. That's what it was.
Yeah, we're borrowing it from Thigh and Smy. I want to take a moment here since Thigh and Smy is joining us in the podcast tonight in chat. They're going to be our guest next Thursday night.
Hey, Thigh and Smy. Hey.
And we're going to be doing our our first and our only mock draft of the season a week before the actual draft. Everyone else has been, blowing their load on mock drafts, but we are waiting until the very last minute to do ours, because the next Thursday we have our show where we begin the draft marathon here on BCP, going Thursday, Friday, and all damn day Saturday, regardless of whether or not the Bears have any other picks other than the one on Saturday.
Well, be honest, Shorty. We're waiting for Bears to trade back Justin Fields before we do our mock. That's what we're waiting on. Be honest.
Yes, that's what we're waiting for. And
PJ needs to go back to dancing, I think. At least we know at some point that should happen again.
Guys,
I mean, the dancing, PJ. Not the fields, the dancing.
Go and check out the Thigh and Smy podcast. They're going to be our guests next Thursday when we do the mock draft. Good stuff going on over there. We are excited to have them on, and cannot wait to have you join us, Carl. And I forgot. I'm sorry, I forgot your co-host's name. I apologize. I'm an a-hole.
Shh, don't tell him.
But great stuff going on over there. I love the logo is awesome. I wish I knew how to do that. That's pretty cool. And kudos to you for that.
Let me just take a moment real quick, and I want to say welcome Creighton Wilfong and Leo Factor 1, Cliff Victoria, Mark Kazak, thank you for the birthday wishes. Jay Grizz, appreciate you, brother. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes. I truly appreciate it. We can leave a super chat and just leave me a bunch of money before I can go buy me a new car. No, just joking, really joking.
Enough to get him a cake, at least, right?
No. I don't want you guys to leave no super chats for me for that. No. That was truly a joke.
Leo Factor, great to see you again. Creighton Wilfong, great to see you again.
And I didn't see Plank in here, so that answers your question, Creighton.
Plank usually shows up with a comment later going, shit, I missed the show live. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what it does.
Steve Grunroll. Where's Steve Grunroll at? He's the one coming in. James Ford, appreciate you, man. Thank you. There he is, Steve Grunroll. All right.
Nice. You only had to say his name once, and he appeared.
Right. Steve, that's my man. That was perfect timing.
That was perfect timing. It's like he was typing it as you were saying it. He's like, oh, perfect timing. PJ, I know you don't like this screen, but would you mind if we went to this for tonight until I get this? You're like, I don't like my face being like this. Just sit back a little bit.
Monster Chiller Horror Theater.
Right.
I prefer the chat, not making the screens getting bigger and smaller. I didn't have time today. I'll get it figured out, and we'll get it redone.
Okay, man.
So that we don't have to use this.
I'll suffer through it. James Hunter. Robert Friel?
Yes, we've seen Robert Friel before.
Okay.
It's been a while.
All right, cool. Man. Yes.
Can you turn that? What does it say, Shorty? Can you turn that off in the settings in StreamYard? What are you asking? Oh, the screen. You create different screens.
No, he's not asking. He's telling you.
Oh, you can turn that off in the settings. I can turn what off?
I guess the screen adjusting big and small.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I did not know that. I wanted to get the Robert Friel saying Bears gonna Bears. Oh,
he got a point.
That's Detroit.
He got a point.
Detroit. Poles could have set the franchise for a decade. Instead, he risks it all on one guy. He did literally push all of his coins into one. Oh, here we go. Into the center of the table. He did do that.
Yes, he did.
If he's wrong, he's going to lose the game, right?
I don't tell.
Yes. All right. Mark Kazak is asking for it. Thanks, Curtis. I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us too, Curtis. I don't think we've seen Curtis Cyril in here before.
I thought we have.
Really?
I thought we have.
If we
I
have,
could be wrong.
You have no idea who Curtis is.
Curtis Cyril?
All that sparkling grape juice I had for my birthday.
Oh, is Curtis? Is that your last name, Curtis? I didn't even know your last name. Sorry, buddy. Steve is saying if Poles is wrong, he gone. Do you guys want to get to the to the topic
Clock.
of
Clock?
the
Who was you guys seen Clock before?
You're just taking it out of my
who was more risky trying to build a first-class team around Fields?
No,
was more risky trying to build a first-class team around Fields? Yeah, it was.
Well,
to be honest, he has set this team up like no other first pick in the draft quarterback has been set up before, hasn't he? We have to admit that at least. And not that I'm even saying that they're taking Caleb Williams, because I to like what he said, the Bears will be the Bears are going to Bears. See, what that means to me, Mr. Friel, is that the Bears are not going to draft Caleb Williams with the first pick. They're going to frickin' trade it, and they're going to go down to 2 or 3, or they might even go down to JJ McCarthy level of the draft order, I should say. That's what I think the Bears are. Until it happens, I won't believe it.
Jeremy Munoz, good to see you. All right, let's go ahead and put that the rumor, because Mark Kazak's wanting it. We got to give Mark what he wants.
Okay, I mean, listen. Don't take this with a grain of salt, or take this with a grain of salt. Don't take it with a grain of salt. This is just Twitter, but NFC North News says breaking: the Bears rejected a trade offer from the Commanders for the first overall pick. Washington offered the second overall pick along with their 2025 and 2026 first rounders. Ryan Poles has zero intention on trading the first pick again. He wants Caleb Williams.
Dun, dun, dun.
I guess the question really is to you in chat. How much do you take of this? Is this just Twitter, or I hate saying X because it sounds sexual. Like, you might as well just call it triple X.
No, let's call it X.
Let's call it Twitter. How about that? It's Twitter.
If you want to be honest, Twitter sounds kind of sexual.
Fair enough.
I've been on Twitter. What?
Steve S saying shit report. Yeah, I agree, but not that this NFC North News. Go ahead, Foster.
No, I was just gonna say that's my thought. I looked before we got on air tonight, even before we were in the back. I was looking all over about this to see anything I could see, and I found nothing substantial to back it up. So if anybody's got anything substantial to back it up, let us know.
It's a rumor, so you ain't gonna hear too much about it.
Exactly. That's why I don't account it.
Okay. Can I propose a question to you guys?
It could even be possible.
Based upon this thing right here. What would it take for you guys to move off of that number 1 pick?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
So we can offer you nothing at all?
Nothing.
What about you, Foster?
I could probably get bought for the right package, but I just don't see it happening.
What would that package include?
I don't know. Insane.
5 first rounders.
Insane. What picks do they got this year? And I want like next year's first and the year after's first and number 2 and number 36 and number 40 and number 67 and a second round in 2027.
So you guys has been tapping into the liquor early that day, I see. Okay, all right, okay. Sniffing glue. Okay, I got you. Okay.
That would just be me.
Now that I know what you guys been doing, okay, all right.
I kind of I'm kind of there's a segment that I want to get into later in the show that this is kind of leading towards, and I
Okay,
don't
I can
wanna,
back
like,
away. I can back off of it.
because I would like to know your ranking in order, and we'll get to that later on in the show.
but I can tell you guys this though. Give me 2 firsts, 2 sec. Give me a first this year, first next year. Give me 2 seconds. Give me a third. Give me Jonathan Allen. You can have it.
Well, that's
And I'll even throw in DeMarcus Walker.
I'm not laughing at you, PJ. I'm not. I'm laughing at Doug Van Dorn, just so you know, because he said, so Foster, we've established what you are. Now we're just haggling over the price. Excellent, Doug. That's an excellent comment, dude. Basically, so you're saying I'm kind of a prostitute, huh? Okay.
Doug, you have mentioned joining us on the draft before. I hope that you do plan on doing that. Just, you don't have to be on for the whole show. Just come in for a minute if you would like to. We'd like to. We've been kind of looking forward to that. Sorry, Foster. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say there's also a bunch of you asked a question, Paige. There's some answer in the chat. There's answers for you if you want answers from anybody else.
Oh yeah. Go ahead and read them off there, Foster.
Oh gosh, what do we got? The most you could deal is 3 firsts, says James Hunter. I don't even know if I'm in the right spot. Oh yeah. So and then Mark Kazak's got 2 second-round picks this year and 2 future first-round picks. So I mean that's that's been a talk for a little bit. And after I said all that, I guess Aunt Ma said yes, plus a player. So he wants even a little more.
There my fellas is. My fellas raising up. I appreciate you guys. That's what's up.
I'm a Bears fan. I'm going to be freaking greedy.
Hey.
It's our time.
That's right. Steve S said swap firsts, our second back, and 25 and 26 first rounders. But, there's people out there that have ideas what it would take to come off of Caleb. But Tony Moy's got one here too. First, second, third round picks for 3 straight years and players.
Man,
okay, he's greedier than me. I'm not going to disagree.
I want to get back to Steve S. So you would trade the first for that? 100%, Steve? Yes or no?
PJ's shaking his head.
We got some new people in chat here. Jeremy Munoz joined us. What's up, Jeremy? Gentleman's Guidance 365. Can't say we've seen you in here before, but it's good to have you in here. Can't wait until Adam makes his video. Dude has been wrong all off season. Adam who?
Probably Adam Mason.
Oh, Adam Mason, yeah.
But I do agree with that. All gentlemen need guidance, and even those of us who aren't gentlemen, we need guidance.
Everybody needs guidance.
Like, Bearsky said they aren't trading it, PJ. At this point, they're going to hold. At this point, they're going to hold tight with what.
I'm a
and I believe believer. That too, man. That's. If you had your guy, PJ or Dan, if you had your guy, wouldn't you take him? The guy you wanted. If Fields was in that draft, PJ, and you wanted him, you'd take him.
That's the thing, though.
No,
I would say that for me, I'm trying to improve the team.
Yeah.
And if we're being totally honest, we still got some depth problems as well as some starter issues that we need to address with only 4 picks. So if I can get me a whole boatload of picks before I can solidify the team, sign me up. That's where I'm at. Sign me up because I really want to get this team fixed to where, in his words, I want to take the North and never give it back. I want to take the North and never give it back.
What if all those picks doesn't amount to Caleb Williams? Because how many, if you were to go back in the Mahomes draft, where if I did that draft 1,000 times over, I would not take Mahomes with the second or third pick. I would not. I promise you I wouldn't. I would take
Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson, most of the 90%, and then the rest of the time I would have taken the safety at 3.
Okay. I thought about this last night after I got off the phone with you. I said, I was thinking, I said, there's been maybe 2 quarterbacks who came off in their rookie year really playing well. Now that I think about it, one of them don't qualify. So it's probably like one real quarterback really came out a ball of fire his rookie year. And for the life of me, I can't remember. Dan Marino. And I'm like, he was truly a special talent. But where did he go? Like number 11 or something like that?
He was 20s.
20s. And see, Mahomes, as much as we talk about Mahomes sat that first year. Mahomes sat.
Yes.
So most of the quarterbacks either sat or found themselves in a position where they had a mastermind of a head coach. Now, Stroud, I can't really comment on Stroud because we don't know what he's going to be thereafter, because maybe it was just 1 year fluke. We don't know. So I'm leaving him
out. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm leaving him out of this conversation. But when you look at all the other quarterbacks, I mean, truthfully, it's like, okay, they had some growing pains or they sat. I mean, Jordan Love, Aaron Rodgers, they sat. Even Brett Favre, he was down there in Atlanta trying to figure out. So a lot of quarterbacks doesn't come out on a ball of fire, and then when they do get developed, sometimes it takes a while. I mean, Mahomes, after sitting 1 year, he came out blazing. But Andy Reid, in my opinion, is one of the best masterminds when it comes to offense there is. Same way with when I was thinking about Steve Young, Joe Montana, Bill Walsh. I mean, they had them, and we don't have that type of offensive mind here. Let's be honest. Yeah. So what are we going to really get in Caleb? I mean, Caleb has heck of talent. He has a heck of some talent. But are we going to really be able to mold it? Yeah, we got some weapons. I'm not denying that. We got some weapons for him. But is our line that much better than it was last year? I'm waiting to see. So, but in the meantime, it's still, he's going to have some growing pains. So while everybody's jumping on board like, oh, Caleb's the guy, we still got holes to fill. We got holes on that other defensive end. We got one of our, Tevin Jenkins goes down. What we doing? What we doing at that other wide receiver? I mean, we have some holes to fill. So while everybody thinking Caleb's the guy, and I'm not saying that, I've never said he's not talented. I've never said that. I'm just saying, to where somebody said earlier, we're pushing all our chips on this guy, and we still don't have a complete team yet.
Yeah, it's pretty good though. It's not complete, but you're never going to.
It's a good team.
But to your point, though, the coaching staff with Mahomes was what made the difference.
Yes, and that's what people, I think, keep overlooking, because he sat and watched Alex Smith have a career year. Alex Smith has never had a year like that. He threw for 4,000 yards, 40 touchdowns. I mean, he had his career year. And Mahomes even said, hey, I contribute my success sitting, watching Alex Smith on how to be a professional. Caleb doesn't have that here. He doesn't have somebody here who's going to teach him those nuances. Because for the most part, when has he taken snap under center? When he did a quarterback sneak only? That takes some time to learn that, because he's not done it. And again, I'm not trying to talk bad about Caleb. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just being realistic on what are we facing as far as thinking he's this ultimate. Not saying that he's a bad quarterback. I'm not. I'm just saying we have some growing pains that we will have to face.
And Foster, this is why I brought up in the past. Do we sit him? And if we do, behind who? Do we sit him behind Bagent? Does Bagent having a year of NFL experience quantify him being a veteran because they're both learning a new offense, but at least he has some structure of what that offense is? Or do they go out and sign a veteran quarterback to back him up to hold the clipboard on the sideline and help him? I'm not sure.
I heard a rumor.
Mm.
I heard a rumor. Speaking to your point about the veteran quarterback, I heard a rumor about Tannehill.
Yeah, I heard that too. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Oh yeah.
Depends on the cost, though, right?
I haven't looked at anything really in like a week.
Yeah.
I just haven't been able to.
My only problem is if you bring in a veteran who hasn't already worked with Waldron, you're better just to keep Caleb and keep going with Caleb. Because
Caleb anyways.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Because if they would have brought in, what's the guy? Luck is his name? Luck, not Luck. Locke, the one who was with him in Seattle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Locke worked with Waldron in Seattle. Okay, you bring him in. Okay, now you got a guy who actually worked with him, know what to expect. Then you can go. But to bring in somebody who hasn't really worked with him, you're better off just go ahead and play the rookie. But I'm afraid when you just go ahead and play the rookie, what are you getting? Most rookies who just start off like that, they have some growing pains, man. They have some growing pains.
It's true. And,
Foles has made his decision, man. I guess he's going to be with Caleb, dude. It's Caleb.
Let me pick up the phone and make me a phone call. Hold on.
I can't. I was trying to take you out, but I couldn't find you on the bottom. I'm just going to remove you, man, for trying to make that. Think you're going to call polls in the middle of the show?
Rescind that trade. Rescind that trade right now.
At least just text them first.
Shane Waldron's coaching career is the Patriots as an operations intern, Notre Dame Fighting Irish he was the offensive coordinator for Charlie Weiss when he took over the team. Back to the Patriots where he worked under Bill Belichick as an offensive quality control coach. Then he went to the Hartford Colonials, and he was their wide receivers coach. Then he went to UMass, and he was their tight ends coach. And then to the Redskins, he was their offensive quality coach. The Rams, he was their passing game coordinator. Seahawks, he became their offensive coordinator. So this is not like he's, Caleb Williams or whoever quarterback comes in is learning under, some mastermind offensive guru. He is a guy that we can say made something, really boosted the career of
Geno Smith.
Thank you. Yes.
I just hopefully we're catching Waldron while he's still on the up with us, man. Hopefully he becomes something. Hopefully he becomes wanted and a talk of the league, because that'll be a good sign for the Bears, correct?
Yes.
Well, just hope we have a good contingency plan in place if Waldron does super well to where he gets snatched up. Unlike we had when Gase got taken away. We had to go with Dowell and Loggins.
Oh God.
Yeah, well, that's why you got to model yourself after these other franchises that do that: Kansas City, San Francisco, Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm. Can I address this thing with Curtis here real quick? He says, PJ, that's why we start running the ball first this year and a lot. I think Waldron has shown you that he's not a proponent of a heavy run game. He showed you in Seattle that although he had some pretty good running backs in Seattle, he threw the ball a lot more than he ran it. And he had a lot of two tight end sets, but he still threw the ball a lot. So I don't expect, believe it or not, we have the running backs, but I don't expect us to run the ball. I think Swift will be catching about 40 passes out of the backfield. So I expect us to throw the ball a lot this year.
I agree with that. I'm just hoping that we can do something that we couldn't do the last 2 years, and that is make the in-game adjustments and use our strengths properly instead of the crap we saw for the last 2 seasons, man. I know the talent level was not as good as it. This year should be the best out of the 3 seasons for talent level. I mean, without a doubt, especially offensively.
Oh, yeah. We have more talent than we have had. I agree. but we still have holes.
Yeah.
We still have holes.
To what Mayhem's saying here, the Bears seem to really enjoy repeating the cycle, and I can't disagree with you, because here we sit again with possibly. I mean, I'm not sure if we're as convinced that Eberflus is a lame duck head coach as much as we were Nagy and Fox before him. I think he's a little bit less. I think he has a little bit more leash on him, or a little bit more line to him before they get rid of him. But
I'm not so sure.
I mean, I'm not either, but I'm just speculating. It seems like, based on what he did with the defense last year, that they might just give him an extension or something after this season, or just
depends on what he does this season. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
I mean, because my fear is, to your point, if by chance we totally take a step back, we can't get on the same page, whatever, defense regresses because we don't get that other defensive end field. So the defense regresses. So we don't get the pressure to where we throw those turnovers. So we end up with a record like 4-13. You can't tell me Pole's going to look at him and go, you know what, man, I understand. We're going to run you back. We'll run it again. He's going to look at him and be like, sorry, bro, you got to go.
Yeah.
And then we're in the same exact position we've been all the other time. So that's my fear. That's truly my fear right there.
Mayhem saying I missed Justin already. And to both of your points, last night in my nightly YouTube video watching until I drop the phone on my chest and fall asleep.
At least you don't drop it on your face.
No. I was watching the every play videos that I have made that's been on the channel for almost a season and a half. Pretty much all of last season, or the season before, and then I don't think I did anything this previous season. But I was watching other videos too, as far as Justin, and watching his progression from even when Nagy was trying to fuck him up, all the way to his first year with Getsy and his second year with Getsy.
Yeah.
Different quarterback. He was indecisive. You guys remember that pass? You'll never forget it against Detroit, where he threw it from like his end zone to Mooney.
Yes.
It was like a 50, 60 yard bomb.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that was just drop back, plant, throw the ball. He was doing that a lot in his rookie year, and then his second year he was doing that a lot. That Pittsburgh game is one of the most memorable games of my life for him as quarterback. Even the Washington game, just trying to come back, and had some great passes, like 4 goal line defenses. The dude has thrown more passes, more wow passes than I can remember any other quarterback in Bears history throwing, other than maybe Cutler, in half the time frame of Cutler. So I get what you guys are saying. I understand your love for this quarterback, and it truly regressed into his third year, and it has to be because Getsy was trying to make something out of him that he wasn't. Perhaps if they wouldn't have given up on Nagy in his first year and actually allowed him to progress with Nagy, maybe he would have become, he would not have had that third season that was, where everyone's questioning him running around and he's not getting rid of the ball quick enough, and he's holding on to it too long, and his footwork didn't mesh with his passing timing and everything. And it really made me sad, because I felt I was right there with you, PJ, because of this whole channel started because of Justin Fields. I promise you it did. I still love him. He's a class act. And I sat there watching these videos last night just going, man, what if? And what if we could have just traded that pick for a haul, because we actually developed him correctly and didn't, try to make something. We utilize his skills to the best of his ability and not try to turn him into something that he wasn't. And that will forever make me sad as well, right along with you and Mayhem and everyone else who feels that way.
Well, I was looking at I was going back and I looked at what Nagy said about Fields. Remember when he first got him, and people was, hey, we want to see Fields. He was like, he's not ready yet. That's why he had Dalton. I mean, maybe there was some truth to it. He said it. He said he's not ready yet, and that being the case,
he knew what it took to sit, what it meant to sit a quarterback for a year.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, so then he gets thrusted out there and got creamed in that Cleveland game, and it's like, okay, but then I looked at because I was watching a lot of different videos last night, and when Cutler got here,
White had him on the couch.
Urlacher said, man, he's talented, but did he have the respect of his teammates, that leadership qualities? So those are the things I was thinking about Fields. I'm like, well, Fields does have the leadership qualities, the respect of his teammates, all those type of things. I mean, yeah, he needed to work on his game. I'm like, I've never denied that he needed to work on his game, but he had those other intangibles. But what has shown was he was getting better. Mm-hmm. I'm like, so now we had an opportunity to improve the talent around him, because let's face it, he only had Kmet and Mooney. Kmet and Moore last year. Mooney kind of disappeared on him. So
for you, Foster,
for him to now,
it's a Slim Jim,
to be able to try to have some weapons now. Oh my gosh, I was curious to see what would happen, because we saw what he did in Ohio State when he had some weapons. Yes. Took him to the championship game.
And look, we saw what happened with Cutler when he had, ironically, his best and worst season at the same time under Ron Turner, his first year with the Bears. 27 touchdowns, 26 interceptions.
Who was his weapons?
Nobody's had 27 touchdowns since that. And they go and get rid of Ron Turner. It's Ron Turner's fault that he threw 26 interceptions. If they didn't get along, I don't give a fuck. He has to just learn Ron Turner's offense and get better in it. Ron Turner took Rex Grossman to a frickin' Super Bowl. So if they would have just not given up on Ron Turner after year one with Cutler, that would have made the difference in him succeeding on that team. Then they go and get Mike Martz. They trade away Greg Olsen. He's probably going to be a Hall of Famer. Now he's in broadcasting. Everyone has been bitching about, we haven't had a tight end since Mike Ditka. We finally had him, and they fucking traded him because they wanted a blocking tight end. No. Ron Turner was the answer. It's so Bears. And that's what they did with Fields. They did it with Trubisky. They did it with Fields. And if it happens again with Caleb Williams,
that's what I'm afraid of. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid that we don't have enough of a structure around him to where, coaching structure or veteran quarterback structure. He's going to get thrown out there. And if it doesn't work out, like I said, and we end up replacing our head coach, replacing the coaching staff, we're going to be like, or opposite, it does so well with Waldron that Waldron get hired somewhere and we don't have a contingency plan. So that's what I'm concerned about, because we still don't have enough pieces to where he can actually I don't think he can necessarily carry a team right now. He needs help. He needs more weapons. I love Marvin Harrison Jr. So but that's where I'm at. What you got, Foster? What do you say about this, man?
I don't have a ton to say, because I'm with where we're at, it's just I'm going to do this again, man. I've been saying this for the last 2 years, man. I'm going to trust in Poles to build this team. I'm putting my faith in that guy to do the job. I may disagree with some of the stuff, but on the whole, the only thing is, and it's because of Justin, but I get it. I said this back during the season, even, you look at the other thing too, the money aspect that people have talked about that we made a little deal of. It is going to reset the clock. It's going to reset the clock. And he's brought in pieces, and he believes that these pieces are going to get him through at least this season. Because if you look at all the deals he signed, Everything's 1-2 years. I think there was 2 3-year deals, out of everybody who's brought in. So,
excuse me, this year, yeah.
Questions again like that, and you brought it up before, Pete, the depth. Is Bates Patrick? I mean, I could just start flopping name to name up and down the line, other positions, whichever ones you want to throw in there. You can use the running back position. We've upgraded a wide receiver. We have better tight end room. At least it appears that we have a better tight end room. I was really disappointed with maybe the way we used or Robert Tonyan combined. I thought that was going to be bigger for us last year.
Yeah.
So I somebody had mentioned about running more, and I'm like, that may be a gateway to find out, or maybe put Caleb in more of a comfortable position to do the things that he does behind us. Because you said it too, man. We don't know what that offensive line's going to look like when it lines up for the first game. We have no idea. We know what the problems were last year. Have they been fixed? I think even Bearsky said it, or somebody on the chat even said it. I'm not sure about that either, man. So there's still plenty of questions to be answered. But I'm sticking with Poles because, like I said, since the day that guy was hired, I just felt in my heart that he would be the man to bring us back to some prominence because of just what he's been through. And I know I just feel that he had more involvement with stuff in Kansas City than people assume or give him credit for.
Yeah.
He could have been wanted or even searched. They have somebody down in his position, and they're going to go from that to a general manager. I mean, it could be the Bears weren't the only guys that did, part of that big paid search that we had for everything. I don't think the Bears were the only team looking at this guy. So,
I truly feel the same way as you about Poles.
Well, you know how I feel about Poles now. I'm kind of down on him. I ain't gonna lie to you, because if the statement was, it wasn't between Justin and a new quarterback, it was about resetting the clock. So my thought is, the number one overall pick quarterback is going to make $9 million a year. Fields was due to make $3 million this year.
Yeah.
6.
No,
I thought it was 6.
3 something.
6. Oh no, yeah. Because it's total to like $22 million over the fourth and fifth years it would have been. So whatever that was.
Yeah, because it was only going to be like 3. So my thing is this: if you saw him already go through his struggles, now he's making progress. Again, slow progress, but progress nevertheless. So if he's making progress, you don't have to assign him to that extension. You can sit up there and make up your own and say, hey, man, this is what I'm going to do for you. Because we're so unsure about you, but I want to believe in you, I'm going to offer you $9 million a year, not this year coming up, but the year after, or $10 million a year for $20 million over 2 years.
Like the Packers did with Jordan Love.
Yes, but I'm going to sit there. I'm going to have it incentive laden to where I'm going to give you a base of $10 million a year, but you can make more than that if you reach certain landmarks, certain amount of passing yards, certain amount of games won, those type of things. So you could have done that, and then you're still not hurting your team, because if Caleb or whatever quarterback we choose at number 1, chances are it's Caleb. But so they're going to make $9 million a year. They're going to make that. So if the issue is resetting, that's when you talk to the guy you already got in house and say, hey man, this is what we're going to do, because you still can make more money depending on your play. But if you don't perform, you're not making the money. But maybe I'm just, me.
Do it all 36. Thanks for joining us. First time caller. First time chatter.
All right, do it all. What's happening? Do it all. I mean, you're yelling at us, typing in all caps here. You're yelling at us like Shane Waldron worked with Caleb Williams in 2017 when he was in high school.
Got your attention.
Right. Justin Fields' agent would not let him accept a deal like that you were proposing.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that until about 2 years ago, because I always just wrote everything in caps, man, for like decades. And then somebody's like, well, you can't, don't be saying, or I think it was one of my nieces or nephews. They're like, Uncle Jimmy, you can't say that. They think you're yelling at them. I'm like, well, maybe I am fucking yelling at him. It's too damn bad. Just shut up and listen to what I'm telling you.
I appreciate you, Do It All 36. I appreciate you, man.
Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.
Don't remember seeing you before, but if you've been in the chat, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight.
Hey, we got Alex Smith here, guys. He's straight out of what? He's from Washington and the Kansas City Chiefs. We got Alex Smith in the chat. But
49ers.
Alex
49ers
Smith
first.
hopping in. Alex Smith in the draft that Aaron Rodgers should have gone first, but fell all the way into our assholes as Bears fans.
Easy,
I want
pause.
to shoot him out and get rid of him.
Pause. But see, that's the thing. I mean, even with Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers, he sat, and that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's been proven time and time again that most quarterbacks do better, a lot better after they sit. And whatever quarterback we're taking, he's going to be thrust into the lineup, and I'm hopeful that he does well, but I'm scared, and because I'm scared, I'm now afraid that Eberflus time will be cut, and then we have to start this carousel all over again.
I mean, somebody else said in chat that it's been going on and on in chat about, listen, I think the only reason why everyone thinks I'm like, I want Tyson Bagent as our quarterback is because I saw the rhythm and timing and the footwork in his release, and he has a quick release, rhythm and timing in his footwork. When he gets rid of the ball, he spread the ball around to multiple receivers when he was in the game. His arm was not strong enough. If it can get stronger, by all accounts, we've seen per his videos, his training videos, he is massive. He's twice the size now. If his arm is stronger, why not take someone who, although he is a second-year quarterback, he's still a veteran, as veterans go. Now he's a vet. He's not buying people lunch and dragging their fucking, pads to the locker room for them. He's now a veteran. So if they're both learning the same offense, why not just put him in there, see what they can do with him for at least a few games, 3, 4. At the very least, he's better than what's his name when we drafted Trubisky,
Mike Glennon.
Yeah, Mike Glennon. He's better than Mike Glennon.
Better than Mike Glennon.
So why not just I know that everyone thinks we can make the playoffs with Caleb, or a lot of people probably don't, but I think we can. My same worry is as yours, PJ. If we throw him into the fire too quickly and he's not ready, he hasn't played a single damn game yet. Let him sit for a few games and he can watch from the sidelines. He can see this. Preseason is different than actual games. He can see the real speed. Even we saw that with Justin. Like, the game's slow. It's slower than I thought. Boom! Right? He's getting murdered in the Cleveland game.
We got over 100 in the chat.
Oh!
Appreciate you guys. Go ahead, Shorty. I'm sorry.
Sit him for a few games and let him watch it from the sidelines. So you're not, get him ready for that one game where we're playing a team that sucks, and then throw him out there and then let him go. He's able to watch it. He sees it. He sees the game in real time. He's helping the quarterback, whoever it is. Mm-hmm. I would rather not spend the money on a Tannehill. I think that there is enough. Huh?
That's me either.
Yeah, I think there's enough to work with Bagent. He's working his ass off. Anyone who hasn't seen those videos, just type in YouTube Tyson Bagent training videos. He's twice the freaking size, man. So it wouldn't hurt, is my point. If you can go 2-2 and you put him in, and he's at least got the chance to watch from the sidelines, and the best case scenario will be 4-0, right? And then you don't even have to. Now you can play Bagent in another game, and maybe you go 5-0. Let's just say you go 6-0. And for some reason, the coach is like, okay, it's Caleb time. They're getting destroyed by the fans. Caleb. They put Caleb in. Boom! Tyson Bagent just became trade bait.
Well, I think
You
that
make a second or third round. You get a second or third round pick out of an undrafted rookie free agent.
I think that the Chicago media will not allow Caleb to sit behind Bagent for any games unless he's injured. They would be crying. I mean, if Bagent have 1 3 and out, they're going to sit up and say, "Oh man, get Caleb in there." I mean, because they will not stand for that. And I think a lot of what Caleb's going to face is the fact that he needs to learn the NFL game. And I don't know how much he won't learn the speed of the game unless he's playing. He won't learn the nuance of getting the hike, getting the ball from under center unless he's playing. So the things he's gonna need to learn, he's gonna need to play. So, contrary to popular belief, he might have to play a lot during a preseason in order to catch up to speed because he's just going to have to learn the NFL game. Now, to your point, Bagent looking good. I ain't gonna lie to you. He has increased muscle size tremendously. So much so that he said that when they posted a video of him throwing the one bag that the NFL 2 days later made him do a drug test. he said it. So I was like, what? He's like, yeah. So they made him do a drug test. So yeah, he's I don't know how strong his arm is though. I mean, he's stronger, but how strong is his arm? I don't know because that thing was kind of a wet noodle last
year. He looks great. And speaking of drug tests, Steve Phillips says Dan's drinking the bong water again.
No, I'm replying to him right now.
Here, man, you get Pete. Pete, what do we talk about all last year with this team? Continuity.
Yes.
And hopefully he does play more in the preseason, and they let him play with that starting line a little longer each game than they did the last 2 years. And you get some of that continuity.
Hopefully, Stephen
that would go along. That would go a long way. What do you think George McCaskey's going to say if Bagent is starting?
I'm telling you.
I'm just asking a question. What are the owners going to say? We just did all this when we know we could have obtained some stuff for the future to make this entire team stronger. We're all in right now, and you got them sitting on the bench.
Yeah,
I'm not even saying that I'm right. I'm just saying
the politics of it, though.
Perspective. Put it into perspective, man.
It'd be like the Colts drafting Andrew Luck and sitting him for a year, right?
Yeah. Well,
I mean, consensus-wise, he's probably the most ready to play.
That's probably what they should have done with him.
Well, I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm just saying. I don't think Caleb's on the level of Luck. So no, I don't think he's there. Luck. Now he's the one guy I can say who I thought was truly generational. Luck is the one guy who I thought was generational. All these other ones who say they generational after that, I ain't never said it. But Luck was generational. That guy was just he was just that dude.
Took him to what, the championship game in his second year? Or was it his first year?
Yeah, he was that dude.
He was out of the gate good, period.
Yes, he really was.
Steve says this too, and I agree with him. Caleb won't get thrown into the fire. He's in the fire.
He is the fire, huh?
He's probably the kindling in the fire. He's the one that, it is the fire, definitely. So I agree with that side.
Well, I hope he can handle the Chicago media. I truly do. Hope he can handle adversity with what this city as well as the team will bring him. I hope he can, because again, I'm not talking negative about him. I'm just saying I know it's going to be tough on them because they were tough on every quarterback we had. So they're going to be tough on him. And if because we don't have other pieces, because again, we got the first pick, then we got the number 9. Then we don't go again until the 3rd round. We're not going to be able to fill many holes. So we're going to be either a hole at a wide receiver position or a offensive line position or a defensive end position. We're going to have some holes.
That's what she said.
Some holes to fill is what she said.
No, I heard it wrong, maybe.
Foster, I wanted to ask you: do you smoke your cigarettes all the way down to the filter? Like, how long do I have to keep chewing on this Slim Jim to equal you with it?
It just depends, man. Are you gonna light it though?
No, I'm chewing it. So
I know. Well, then in that
Yeah,
case, I would chew the filter and everything if I'm going that far with the Slim Jim.
So I should char it at the end with a lighter.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, that tastes good.
We'll smoke
This
Slim
tastes
Jim.
like a Slim Jim.
PJ, you should have a pipe. Instead of a
No, you definitely should have a
bowl.
pipe, DJ.
Crack pipe.
Brother, I gotta tell you that I know that I feel it in my heart of hearts that Justin Fields is coming back to this team.
I truly believe.
Okay, crack pipe.
I truly believe. I say that. I say that. I say.
I
that
do say,
that the trade will be rescinded there. Oh.
hey, foghorn, leghorn.
That's exactly what I was thinking too. I'll say.
So when I get down to the Slim Jim, I can just be like,
Yeah, and then you
You'd
can
be
put the
with a
rest
cigarette.
out.
I agree, Mr. Mayhem. Jaden Daniels does need to gain 20 pounds. As a matter of fact, if I ever meet him, I'm going to offer him a cheeseburger. What was that one guy? Would you like to have a? Can I have a cheese? Would you like to have a hamburger?
actually, you should offer him a Chicago hot dog, which perfectly segues into what I wanted to bring up here. Did you guys see Montez Sweat on the Green Light podcast?
Yes, I did.
I did,
And
not.
I would be wrong
I see
myself.
that.
Is all I got to say.
Okay,
What'd you
so
say, Pete?
we'll get to your answer after that.
Right.
So Montez Sweat was on the Green Light podcast and yada yada yada. It got down to him asking him like he's from Chicago or he's now in Chicago. So what does he put on his hot dog? We have to listen to his answer here.
Oh, I saw it.
Now you're in Chicago, and the question I have to ask is, what do you put on a hot dog?
But I don't know yet. I haven't got
You don't
that
know
far.
yet?
All I know about is the deep dish pizza. But I mean, for me, it's just ketchup, mustard, and relish. What do you?
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
That's not going to ruffle any feathers.
Uh-huh.
I know
What
you're
is that? Is the hot dog a Chicago thing or something?
Yeah, and
Really?
they do not like ketchup on their
Really?
hot dogs. Yeah, so you might have just
Well, excuse me. I didn't know.
Yeah, well, okay.
I didn't know.
All right.
I love his answer. Well, excuse me, I didn't know.
I bought me and my grandson some hot dogs today, as a matter of fact, and I put ketchup on my hot dog.
That's it, Foster. PJ, you're out of here.
Yeah, gotta
That's
go.
it. You gotta go. You gotta go.
I say, I'll put some ketchup on my hot dog there.
What else you like on your? If you go to like a Chicago joint and you're like near you,
I've never had a Chicago hot dog.
So
Ketchup
when you get a hot dog,
allowed.
what do you?
What'd you say, Foster?
I said ketchup is not allowed. It's mustard, relish, onions, sport peppers. That's the real Chicago hot dog, not the tomatoes and the lettuce and the pickles. That's not Chicago.
No,
That's secondary.
It's not the pickle and the tomato and the celery salt.
Well, no, it's mustard, relish, onions, sport peppers, and celery salt.
Oh wow, okay.
That's
Not the pickles and tomatoes.
No. You've heard of Gina Jude's, right? Anybody?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. They've been serving them since 1946. You walk into the place, the only thing you can buy is a hot dog, a tamale. It says right in there, don't even think of asking us for ketchup because there's none on the premises. So they got hot dogs, and they've been doing this since 1946. It's hot dogs, tamales, French fries, and drinks. That's all you get. There's nothing else in there.
I remember
It's a multi-million-dollar a year business, and it has been for decades.
My first Cubs game at like 7 or 8 years old. I remember them, hot dog here, hot dog here, hot dog here. I get a hot dog, and all they hand me is a package of mustard. And I remember thinking like, where's the ketchup? they indoctrinate you with that at least they did in the 80s. They indoctrinated us with that, like, nope, all you get is mustard. And like to this day, I put ketchup and mustard on my French fries.
Ooh.
I get a little pile of ketchup and mustard, and I dip it in both. And Mustard has just become a thing.
Oh,
No, I
just,
do
acquired
ketchup and mayo, and then do that. Try ketchup and mayo mixed with your French fries. Try it one time. You're done. You're done. It's a
Oh.
good
I used to put Thousand Island dressing on my hot dogs or on my French fries before that.
The old McDonald's secret sauce, Thousand Island dressing.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Until it became high fructose corn syrup and a bunch of xanthan gum and shit.
Yeah, I can't do McDonald's. I haven't eaten McDonald's in about 10 years, maybe 15. I can't do McDonald's.
That's why he's still alive.
Man, I can't do McDonald's. Yeah.
Dude, I saw this YouTube video. It was called the Red Hot Ball Challenge. And they would put like a red hot ball into a big thing of like a block of ice and see how long it would take to melt. They would put like a glowing red hot ball on this or that. And they put one on a freaking Big Mac. And it sat there on the top of the bun until it was no longer glowing red. And it did not melt through the bun. It only got barely through the bun and barely even like burned the actual burger. And the guy took it off and he shows the bun. It's like just like a little like black pocket where the ball was on the top of the bun. And he shows you the patty barely even touched by the damn glowing hot red ball. Like, what the fuck are they putting in our food, man?
Oh, they got a whole bunch of stuff going on there, man. I'm telling you.
Not good. It's not
But
good stuff.
We got this place in Central Illinois. That's where I'm at, guys. Central Illinois. And we've got a place called Wonder Dog. And it comes with like a meat sauce. It's a hot dog with like meat sauce, onion, mustard, ketchup, and cheese. We don't have all the, those other things. I mean, because it's truly, like I said, it's truly not like a Chicago hot dog.
Is it chili or meat sauce?
It's meat sauce. I can't eat chili, so it's a meat sauce. And it's pretty decent. I mean, it's not as big or as full as a Chicago hot dog is, but it's pretty decent. However, I must admit, Sam's Club, if you're talking about hot dogs, they have some nice big hot dogs. It sounds kind of weird that I'm talking like this, but
yeah, that does. Try pull you.
because I see Jay Greer say something about Costco has good hot dogs. I'm just saying, Sam's Club's got a good nice hot
dogs. You got to go to Costco.
You're entering the Dan phase, man.
You see how quickly I stopped there. You see how I stopped there. I stopped there pretty quick there. I had to stop there. I had to stop there.
You had to stop putting something in your mouth.
The dogs with the chili or the sauce on it, that's like real big in Central Ohio. There's actually a place called Skyline Chili, and you go there and they've got dogs covered in what you can get sauce, but it's mostly chili. So that type of style dog is Midwestern too, man.
And to answer Bearsky there, no man alive will see me eat a hot dog. I can talk about it, but you won't ever see it. I just want to put that out there.
Only women get to see that.
So hold on. So when you buy your Costco dog, you take it home to eat it?
Wait. I don't go to Costco. I go to Sam's Club.
Oh, so when you buy your Sam's Club dog, you don't eat it there. You take it home?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And no man alive.
Your children don't see you eat it, or nobody?
No. We don't do it.
Only your wife.
No, she don't even get to see it.
There was one guy that saw him eat a hot dog, Dan, and he's not here anymore to say anything.
That's all I'm saying. I want to have any thoughts. You know what I'm saying? That we don't get out like that.
Oh my God! All right, Brian Gilmore saying, and just like that, the draft talk went bye-bye. Ha ha.
What's up, Brian? It's hilarious.
Oh man, that's a good segue, Brian. Thank you, because I do have some things I want to pull up here for you guys in chat, more specifically than us.
Yes, chat. We're about to get you guys involved. Yes,
I have some questions for you guys in chat here.
Long enough.
Leave your answers to the only answer for we can read through it, because we don't have to read the whole sentence. Just leave what your answer is, and then we can read off your answers.
All right, so let's start with wide receivers in this draft. I would like you to place, or sorry. Oh,
I did that.
I screwed that up. I have to re-upload that. Okay, so let's start with defensive ends. Place these defensive ends in order of your rank. I'd like to hear what you in chat have to.
At number 9, which one would you want?
I have to fix the wide receiver one really quick.
So tell us at number 9, which defensive end would you want? If we're going defensive end, which defensive end would you want at number 9?
Number 9. Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9. Number 9.
Number 9.
Bearsky says Turner or Verse at number 9.
Woo.
Dolo J says Verse is the youngest with the room to grow.
What about number 10 though?
Cliff says he don't want any of them at number 9. Brian Gilmore says trade down. No DN is worth it.
No, this has nothing to do with pick number 9. This has to do with
this is just putting the defensive ends in rank. It has nothing to do with draft pick number 9. It's 1 through 10 actually, right? Right, Dan?
Yeah, was it? Yeah, 1 through 10.
So you would go number 10. We want Marshawn Beal or whoever.
So you're asking them
not the pick
to list them all. You're asking them to list them all.
Not at number 9. But if you were to rank these defensive ends in order, how would they go? Because
I'll let you read those answers in. That's going to be that's going to take them a while to type all those names.
Yeah, you just put okay. So my number 1, I'll just start a little list. Number 1 I would take would be DT, Dallas Turner. Number 2 I would take would be Jared Verse, JV. I don't know. I just was kind of.
Yeah, that'd be a while. That'd be a while. That'd be a while. Let's know those. But I'll let you guys have it.
Is that too many?
That's all Dan's doing, man.
Well, that's why I was trying to tell you.
Your top 3 or 4 out of
if
this.
You say if you use it, if you say if we're going to take one at 9, which one would you take? That's why I put it like that. Which one would you take?
Okay.
Well, but what if they're not going to take one at 9? I mean,
but that's because we're going to use other positions. That's what I'm saying. If you had to choose one at 9, which one would it be?
I would take Dallas Turner, but
okay.
Probably unless like Neighbors or Dunze is there, because I don't think anybody else that we would like to acquire is going to be there. They're going to get drafted,
Well, see, that's the whole point, because we're going to do receivers also, but right now we're just dealing with.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. We're just dealing with because it doesn't matter what receiver, because we're talking about the defensive ends right now. So let's deal with the defense. If we had to take one at 9, because that's where we're at 9, which one would you take? Because that'd be your first defensive end that you think is a top ranked.
So you're not getting the ranking, Dan. And you know what Simon says, PJ? Well, Simon S. I'm just going to say Simon says. But it's Simon S. And Simon S. says take Verse at 9. If he's gone, try for a wide receiver or a tight end, which would be Brock Bowers probably.
What's up, Vernon? Good to see you, my friend.
What is up, Vernon? What's up, Simon? Thanks for joining us.
Yes. People are saying they're trading down, but I see that Mark Kazak says he'd go with Turner, Chop, or Latu. I guess in that order, he would go Turner, Chop, or Latu. Brian Gilmore says he's trading all day. Cliff Victoria.
Trading down all day, quote Brian Gilmore.
Yeah. Cliff Victoria says he got 5 or 6 guys. So that's what I'm saying. So I'm trying to narrow it down to make it easier for you guys instead of you trying to rank them. Who would be the first guy you would take as a defensive end? We're going to do the other positions later. But for right now, we're just doing the defensive end.
It wasn't that hard for Bruja 7 though, Pete. He just put Verse.
Well, he's been writing for the last 10 minutes. He's been typing this answer for the last 10 minutes.
It's only 4.
Well, I'm seeing a lot of verse though. I'm seeing a lot of people saying
Yeah.
verse that they're taking. I mean, that'd be their number one guy. That's their number one guy. Now, I got another question for you guys along the same lines. Now, our next pick is at 75.
Yeah.
If we don't make no trades, who would you got if you had to choose a defensive end at 75 and you think will be there? Who would your choice be?
Good question.
Because there's only about maybe 3 that may be there at 75.
Hey, getting a little tricky here, you son of a gun.
Yeah, that's way to throw a wrench in that one.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, Bearsky, I don't think Chop Robinson would be there at 75. He's going in the first round, sir. Who else we got here? Cliff Victoria, Robinson, Isaac, or Trice? Me personally, Cliff, I think Robinson being chopped to be in the first. I think Darius Robinson to go early in the second. And Isaac, I think, is going in the second. Just my opinion. Bruja, Broswell at 75. Create Culture says, I took Ellis at 122. Mark Kazak says, Trice, maybe. Okay, somebody's not playing by the rules. Create Culture says, Van Pran at 75.
I'm with them. Van Brand at 75. Or, and you don't have this guy on your list, though.
We don't have Van Pran up there either.
I know. Brandon Dorless out of Oregon. He's an edge player. He's going to probably go right in there somewhere. He's not in the list.
Good point. Good point. Good point.
So that's if we don't get like I had stated before, and I'll say it again, is just depending on who's their 9, because it might be somebody we want, but we might be able to get our little haul at 9, get that second rounder or late second rounder, or maybe another early third, just to pick something up. Because there is some good talent in the third round. Now this draft, the talent level kind of dips off somewhere in the 4th, maybe into the 5th. But
Agreed.
So
Agreed.
Maybe it's we don't really care about getting later picks in this draft. We want something within the first 4 rounds if we're going to make trades. A trade at 9.
Yeah.
I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. But I'm gonna say my pick would be either at 9. If we were going 9, I would either go. I like Leia Latu a lot. The more I watch him, but I also do obviously like Dallas Turner. But I think I like both of those more than Jared Verse personally.
This guy better use a bathroom, but he just cannot make up his mind in choosing one guy. Should I pee standing up or should I sit down?
What?
I'm just wondering, seeing as though he can't make up his mind, I'm wondering if he's going to make up his mind when he go to the bathroom. Should I pee standing up or should I sit down?
I get what Dan said too, because I have Dallas Turner or Latu, but Latu's got that medical situation that I just don't see Foles taking a chance on.
Well, if I may, can I give you my opinion about Latu? What I think about Latu is, remember last year when we had what was the defensive end we let go? The one who was doing pretty well in the preseason was with our team for a while. Number 99.
The guy from the Rams.
No, not him. The one that we drafted and we had him for a while. He went to Tennessee. Travis Gibson. Thank you.
Oh, Gibson. Yeah. Travis.
Remember the issue they had with him was he didn't set the edge.
Yeah.
So that's what I worry about with Latu. He's a good pass rusher, but can he set the edge on rundowns? That's what I worry about him. I mean, he has good moves, and I'm wondering, has he maxed out as far as what he can be? Because I don't know how strong he's going to be to set the edge. So thank you, Create Culture. Yes, Travis Gibson.
So there's a little of the same issue if you go back and watch Dallas Turner's tape. He's a much better pass rusher than he is run setter, runs, setting the end and playing the run.
Yeah.
But that's something you gotta coach that man up. And
Well,
and you're even if you get that's kind of why I'm having a hard time with 9 taking a defensive guy, because I think we could, if we could do it, make a trade there, that we would be able to get another one, because I don't know. It's everybody's got there's something I could nitpick with almost every one of these guys.
absolutely.
And my biggest issue with Latu, not only that, is what you're correct in that. I just don't even look at that as an option, because I'm assuming I know how Poles is regarding that injury, that neck injury, that, hey, this guy was told he couldn't play again. And we all know it's there. It hasn't affected him in 2 years. But now this is the NFL. It's the NFL. It's not a college game where you're going to get stuff, where there's 93 guys sitting on the sideline that 20 of them can play that position.
But seem like with Turner, seem like he has more of Will Anderson in him, to where he can actually play the defensive end. Whereas Latu, like I said, I'm concerned about him really setting that edge. I'm concerned. Me personally, I want Verse. I think Verse is a guy, but the greed in me is, well, we can trade down a few spots and hopefully still get Verse. And I end up missing out on him. So, but I like Verse. So I do. I like Verse.
I still think that's possible, what you just said.
And
I'm in agreement with that.
I seen somewhere, and you guys forgive me that I can't give you exactly where I seen it, because I watch a lot of videos, so I get a lot of them confused. But I do remember seeing this. They said that Verse is benching 405 pounds and squatting 600 and something pounds. That's a man child. That's a man child. Benching 405 and squatting 600 pounds. That's a man child.
Wow. I mean, if we were sitting at 9, and I mean, what you just said is it's a good argument, but if we were sitting there at 9 and we could trade back and get 3 more picks this year or 2 more picks this year, I think that Latu is someone that I could still be happy with picking up later on in the first round.
Do you think you can set the edge? Did you
No,
miss that part of the conversation?
No, I think he's a perfect complement to Montez Sweat, because he seems to have like the burst and quickness off the. You would expect
Is he playing all 3 downs, Shorty?
Well, yeah, but you would expect like a Dallas Turner with his 40-inch vertical. You would expect that to translate into explosion off of the line, but I just see like a burst of quickness that's different when I look at Latu.
So my question to you, because you missed it, the other guys and the people in the chat, the Wills folks already heard me say this. If we let go of Travis Gibson last year because he couldn't set the edge, why and Latu can't set the edge, do you think they would even entertain that then?
We let go of Travis Gibson because he wanted to be let go of, is what my understanding was.
That was a false report.
No.
Yeah, that was a false report.
You are in bed with Poles, so I get it.
What are you saying? What are you saying? Whoa, now what? Man, what? Man, I'm gonna send Shorty to go stay with Bearsky.
You gave me a minute to eat my dinner. Sorry.
That's why you're making these comments. All right, I got you.
He's trying to get thrown out. He's like, you guys haven't thrown me out enough tonight.
I just meant you have the inside source from Poles. Like,
yes.
But
he said you were bad with them. He didn't say you were sleeping with them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I didn't say you were fucking him. You're sleeping next to him. You're just in the same bed.
Hey. This road only goes one way, buddy. That's all I gotta say. This road only goes one way. Just keep it moving, buddy. Just keep it moving. Only goes one way, buddy.
One direction only.
One direction. All right. All right, let me put it this way. But no, I just think that Latu, he doesn't fit the profile that Eberflus is necessarily looking for per se. Verse was not among our 30 visits. You are correct, James Ford. He was not. He was not one of our 30 visits. So,
who was out of these players?
I think Dallas Turner was.
I know. Yeah. Remember Dallas was, but that's it.
They had the whole list. I just forgot.
Was it Chop Robinson?
I saw it today too, and I can't remember. I can't remember one name on it.
Bears 30 visit. Let me look that up.
Yeah.
But Peach, just in answer, Bearsky had the answer to your sending Shorty down with him. He's like, what the fuck, man? Staying with Bearsky's a good time, dude. Because I got an extra bedroom and snacks. I got weed. I got Bears opinions. It's a good time over here. He's trying to convince somebody.
Bearsky's all right, man. He just offer you some fish and Jello. That's all I'm saying. He offer you a good time though.
I'll take the weed and the Bears opinions too.
For 300, Alex.
300, Alex. Yes.
Brian Gilmore says the three that came to visit was Turner, Chop, and Roswell.
Yeah.
Steve Phillips saying if they're thinking D end at 9, I'd be shocked. There will be a wide receiver or offensive tackle there that will solidify what we all want, a world-class offense. And
I disagree.
I disagree. Well, there's two sides to that coin, right? So how long is Keenan Allen going to be around? Wouldn't it be good to get a receiver to learn under him for a year or two?
I disagree from the standpoint that what Poles has said. Poles has said that he views Braxton as a starter. So therefore, at the most you would do is bring somebody in as competition. Our biggest hold on the offensive line is center. We will not draft a center at number 9. So that's why I'm saying I'm disagreeing from that standpoint. As far as receiver, if you're looking at a third receiver compared to a starting defensive end, I think you have to go with a starting defensive end because right now we have a hole at defensive end. So I believe it's going to be defensive end as opposed to a third receiver.
I'm going to trade back. I'm going to trade back and take either one. If I want a wide receiver, I'll take what's his name, Thomas out of LSU. I mean, there's guys that can be had. I believe Poles will be shopping this pick.
I've always thought growing up,
I don't know, MHJ or it would have to be.
I don't see it straighten up.
Okay,
I don't see that.
And even if he fell, could you imagine? Now you're in the greatest trade position of. It's like having the first and the second pick in the draft, or the first and the third pick in the draft.
I've often thought growing up, would it matter if you took, let's say in this draft, would you take Olin Kreutz at number 9?
No.
You wouldn't take a Hall of well, he should be a Hall of Famer, but you wouldn't take a Jay Hilgenberg at 9?
No.
Okay. I'm just asking the question.
Unless the class was not that good and he just totally stood out. But I mean,
well, my question is, if you draft a player in the 3rd round and there was only 3 Hall of Famers in that entire draft, and you could have got that guy at 9, would it have made a damn difference if the guy that you drafted at 9 was, not in the league after 2 years, but your 3rd round pick was? Wouldn't it just, if you just swapped them, what would make a difference?
There's a such thing as positional value.
I know, but in the end, if it comes down to Hall of Famers,
but it still has positional value because you're not drafting a linebacker, a center, a safety in the top 5 picks per se. You're not doing that because they don't have the positional value.
You're not really drafting a center in the 1st round per se either, unless it's later.
Well, you did what the kid from Iowa went to Baltimore a couple of years ago in the 1st round, Litbaum or something like that. He went in the 1st round. So Some of them, will go, but for the most part, you don't do that. You don't draft centers in the first round, let alone the top 10. So no, I'm not doing that.
There, see, it's no fair to even do it with hindsight. I just say it because I'm not going to take a center at 9. So therefore, I wouldn't take Olin Kreutz if he was in this draft at 9.
No.
And I can't. I'm not even basing on the fact that the guy he should be in the Hall of Fame. Dan, you're right. I'm not even basing that and on that fact. I'm looking at, like, if I went back and looked at him coming out of the draft.
Good point.
Today. So
Fair enough. But if you look back at this draft and there's 3 Hall of Famers in it, and one of them's Caleb Williams, the other one is
Justin Fields.
JPJ or what?
Justin Fields.
Wrong draft.
Yeah. Oh.
It's Caleb Williams. It's that center, and it's
Linderbaum.
some third round wide receiver. Would it matter if you drafted him at 9 if he became a Hall of Famer?
I think you just have to look at the fact that there's more values at certain picks. I mean, that's just what it is. You don't want to. I mean, every position is not the same, and you need. I mean, center, safety, tight end per se. Those guys not necessarily go high. You look for them later on because you look for more playmakers, I guess.
There's actually more value in being correct.
Well, you can be correct, but you still got them at the wrong position because you can want a guy, but you're not. I mean, you can want a guy, but you're not going to draft him necessarily in the first round just because he's good at his position. I mean, you have to be outstanding because you look for more impact players. That's the word I'm looking for.
Well, I know
impact players.
That's what the laws say you would do. So you're going to go with the best player available, and you're gonna draft position. So nobody would ever take a center at 9. But if there was only 3 Hall of Famers in this entire draft, and one of them was a center that we could have gotten at 9, but went in the second round, but we didn't have a second round pick, wouldn't it have been, if everything is considered, wouldn't it be, if you look back at it, you go, well, they reached that at this center at 9, but he's a Hall of Famer.
But see, that's a tough pontification because
it's a pontification for sure. That's for damn sure.
Well, you're pontificating into the past and into the future, and it's like,
yes, thank you.
That's tough to say because again, I mean, nobody knows for sure that you're drafting a Hall of Famer unless you're drafting Marvin Harrison Jr. But no, if you're drafting
or Caleb Williams,
Justin Fields, if you're drafting, for sure. I still don't know because I'm trying to get an impact player in the first round. I'm trying to get an impact player, somebody who can start, hopefully be a Hall of Famer, and be an impact player for 15 years.
You guys see what Cliff says?
Well, Cliff says center Bob Johnson was taken as a second pick in 1968. That's before Shorty was born.
Yep, it was.
So it doesn't count.
It's also back when they were drafting offensive linemen that early.
Yeah, they was drafting quarterbacks later on. Now, quarterbacks are going first overall. So, and that's when they was building the team up before they actually grabbed the quarterback.
No, that's when they didn't even. That's back when quarterbacks were running backs practically.
Yes.
It was just when they started to not become running backs, and they started to kind of the Roger Starbucks came along and the Bart Stars and that those were some of the first generations of quarterbacks that really kind of made people think about quarterbacks in a different way. Was in the 60s, right? Well, I guess Johnny Unitas. That's earlier than the 60s.
Johnny Unitas was the man.
There wasn't really many before that. The T formation, the Bears. That's why we're in this mess, because they just never even paid attention to what a quarterback was. The quarterback was a running back, and that's saying that's nothing to do with Justin Fields. It's just saying like the quarterback was part of a 4 player system of running the ball. and they just never like evolved into the 20th or 21st century with the quarterbacking.
But it's all about, I mean, to Bruja's point, it's all about trying to build a championship team. I mean, as a product of that, you want to have Hall of Famers, but we can have the most Hall of Famers in the league. However, we don't have many we don't have one Super Bowl and 7 championships, something like that. What is it, Foster? How many championships the Bears have?
9.
No, 9. Okay. So so that's what I'm saying. I mean, Hall of Famers is well and dandy, but give me a team. That's where I'm at. I mean, I want a team, and you build up a good team by having impact players in the first round. You draft those guys. I mean, give me an impact player to where we can actually build our team and go from there.
Mm-hmm.
And give me multiple picks. Trade the number 1 pick. No, calm down.
All right, let's get rid of this one. Where
Time for the next one. You guys ready? Are you guys ready?
Let's remove this.
Got 106 in the chat.
It was Bob Johnson. I think he said he played like 12 seasons, man. So they for a number 2 pick, I guess somebody got their money out of him. 12 years.
Well, that was it. Remember that guy from the Rams, Slater?
Yeah.
Jackie Slater, I think. Yeah, he played 20 years?
20 seasons.
Yeah. So yeah.
All right, let's move on to
awesome.
In what order would you rank
number 9? And pick number 9.
Okay.
Which one would you take?
Wide receivers.
If you have to take a wide receiver. We're not going to trade it. We're not going to move down. We're not trying to look at another position. We're going to take a wide receiver.
Is this assuming that
scenario?
Every wide receiver is available at this point, right?
Yeah. Everyone's still on the board. Which one you taking? Creative Culture, MHJ. Mark Kazak, Marvin Harrison.
That's a good question.
STC, Neighbors. BearsCountry, none. You're not playing by the rules, BearsCountry.
BearsCountry.
Fuck these wide receivers.
Unfortunately, I agree with them, Dan.
Dudes, who was that? Mr. Mayhem? Mr. Mayhem says Oduze. I think. No, he said I want Harrison or Roma Duze. Okay. Cliff Victoria, MHJ. Tony Moy, MHJ. Scooby Palooza?
Palooza.
Scooby.
It's a consensus that it's pretty much MHJ. Simon says Neighbors. Simon says Neighbors.
Okay. Let's say that. Okay, so Tony Moy is saying MHJ, Neighbors, Rome. Okay. Let's just say all three of those receivers are gone, and you have to you have no choice. You have to take a wide receiver after those top 3.
That's a good question. So the top 3 are off the board. Marvin Harrison Jr., Malik Neighbors, and Rome Oduze are gone. Who now are you taking at number 9? It has to be a wide receiver. You cannot trade down. You cannot choose another position. Who you taking? Doug Van Dorn says Brian Thomas.
That's who I'm taking.
Thigh and Semai says Brian
Get
Thomas.
it right. Get it right, PJ. This is our guest next week, for crying out loud. Thigh and Smai.
Oh, God, did he want to sit
there?
And talk?
Let's call him TNS.
Hey, you there. Thigh. You. Yes, I'm talking about you. Yeah. I know. PJ, I would take MJ with the first pick. And Mark Kazak, you are the man. But anyway, yes. Cliff Victoria says Brian Thomas.
Quarterback?
Huh?
Without a quarterback, Mark Kazak wants. I mean, you're getting pulled, Mark.
See, what Mark was saying was he wanted Tyson Bagent as his quarterback.
Oh.
See, you pulled him, and he was siding with you, Shorty. Oh, go on.
I created a monster.
Buha says Pearsall. That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Give him later.
Bearski Film says Adonai Mitchell.
That's the Bearski, my guy. That's because that's who I'm taking.
But I'm trading down all day and taking a defensive end. But he answered it.
Mad to It Sports says Ricky Pearsall. Okay.
Mad into it. Sports. Thanks for joining us. First time chatter. First time chat being pulled
109 in the chat.
All right.
Appreciate you hanging out with us. Dolo J.
Tony Moy, not going by the rules, says I'd rather instead take JPJ. He must be playing receiver these days. Come on, Tony Moy. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Is he that X receiver we're looking for?
Simon S says Bowers does he consider? Could you
Now,
add?
some people consider him a wide receiver, believe it or not.
That's a good call right there, Simon.
You could play him in the wide receiver.
I see you.
He can line up in the slot or outside.
Indeed, he can.
Look at Simon holding that delicious bluegill that we ate
put
that
him on
night.
the list, because you know what? If he's on the list and I had to take somebody, I might be taking that guy.
Yeah,
I tell you what, Antmus.
Sorry, go ahead. You got it.
Antmus brought up a good point here. He says he thinks Coleman will be an Allen type that he can learn from. I see that too. I see Keenan Coleman that can learn a lot from Keenan Allen. I can see that. I truly can.
Mm-hmm.
That's the scenario where if you're taking him, you're trading back.
Well, yeah, but you have to take a wide receiver. So who are you guys
taking? I did. That's why I went with BT Jr.
Okay.
Yeah, if the top three is off the board, I'm going with
BT. The Grunzall agreed with me too. Sorry, he said
Yeah, I'm with you, Foster. I agree. I'm taking Brian Thomas Jr. too.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. I mean, he's the next best thing, man. When you look at the numbers and the stats and the video.
Yeah. All those numbers he put up alongside Neighbors, impressive.
Yeah, he's probably underrated.
Yeah.
So
I know it would be really difficult to take Xavier Worthy at 9 if you had to, but damn, having that speed.
Yeah.
John Ross.
That's my guy. I'll take later if we don't
better
get
than John Ross.
I take Xavier Worthy because of that.
He's better than John Ross, though.
John Ross.
Only because he beat John Ross's record. He's better than John Ross.
The thing I'm saying is, I don't think he's going to be productive in the league. I could be wrong. I'm no expert.
Skinny, isn't he?
Huh?
He's a little skinny.
Skinny and small.
Yeah.
I don't care as long as he can catch the ball.
At 9?
No, not at 9.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm saying.
That's why I got Brian Thomas, man.
Yeah, that's what I wouldn't want to do. I wouldn't want him in the first. I mean, I wouldn't mess with Worthy in the first round.
No,
I wouldn't. I mean, I could be wrong again, but I wouldn't. Given the fact that we already got Tyler Scott and Bayless Jones, give me a big. I need a big receiver.
Yeah.
When I watched Adonai Mitchell at the combine, I mean, that was spectacular. He caught. I mean, he was laser focused. Caught every pass. What's that?
Did you get excited?
I got very excited. He caught those pass. He was like, what's that drill called when you're running sideline and they're just throwing the balls to you?
He got excited, I say.
He's rolling again, man.
Oh wait, let me get my Slim Jim cigarette.
You got excited.
I would take Adonai Mitchell every time they're number 9 if I had to. Tell you what, that kid had a great drill in the combine. Great hand-eye coordination, speed to the catch. Good route runner. I like that.
I love the way he catches those balls there. Yeah. I love the way he catches those balls.
He's got some good ball catching hands. So does my doctor.
You guys are
if you knew what happened today, I'm not kidding.
You guys,
I haven't said a thing, Paige.
but you was thinking it, Foster. You was thinking. I know you was.
Look who's on the dais here, man. You got Dan sitting up there. You know there's going to be a problem somewhere. Oh.
Oh God! Right. You guys want to get down to the final one for tonight?
I want to see what Tony Moy said first. Let's see what he says.
Who's the slowest white wide receiver? I want another Waddle.
I want Waddle. I want Waddle.
I don't know if it's slow, but I could see Lad McConkey on the team.
Dude, look at what Waddle has done with his slow speed and great hands for the Bears, right? He's like a Chicago frickin' legend. He's on ESPN radio.
Yeah.
Everyone loves Tom Waddle.
Sure.
His line when he said, if you guys ever listen to ESPN radio, I'm sure that I don't know if you've heard it, PJ.
Every day.
But there's a line when he goes, "Yeah, I took my kids out to the I think it was the Sox game or the Cubs game this weekend, and yeah, we had hot dogs smothered in underwear," and then he corrects himself. He's like, "Smothered in onions."
No, but yeah. On that every day, though, every day you get to hear Pat Summerall say, he's not fast, he can't run, but he gets open. I'm out. Every day you get to hear that line from Pat Summerall on his radio program.
Listen, I slapped all this together really quick before the show because I worked late and time creeps up. There was one receiver I wanted to put on here, but I couldn't remember his fucking name. What's his name?
Yeah, that's good.
The 49ers running back. McCaffrey.
McCaffrey's brother?
Yes. That kid's got some hands. And he runs some routes.
I say, that kid has some hands.
And he comes from the wide receiver tree there. Not the tree, the tree.
Not the tree, not the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I say he has some hands. I say.
All right, he's got some good hands. He's running some good routes. He's not the fastest guy. That could be your Tom Waddle.
He has some hands.
Tony Moy, that could be your Tom Waddle.
Those balls. I say, I love the way he catches those balls with those hands.
I know exactly what you're saying, Foghorn Leghorn. I do declare.
Luke McCaffrey out of Rice.
Luke McCaffrey. Thank you very much.
Nah.
I love smoking on this Slim Jim with you. It's been a blast.
He's probably, fourth rounder.
Oh, Mark Kazak. What about Jerry Rice's kid, huh? Yeah.
Thing about Jerry Rice's kid.
4.5 40. Not fast, but gets open.
But not only that, though. Didn't he only catch 40-something balls?
He caught 127.
He caught 127 balls.
No.
Rice.
I'm kidding.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't think he caught that many passes. That's why I'm like, because I know their number one receiver was Washington, I believe.
Yes, and he got injured, and then Rice basically became the number one wide receiver.
And even when he became, I still don't think he caught that many passes.
45 passes, Pete. You're right. 45 receptions, 791 yards, and 12 touchdowns.
That concerns me. Because I was a big fan of his one in that too. But then I started thinking, I was like, if he's the number one guy for a short period of time there, he didn't get over 1,000 yards, and he caught less than 50 passes. Now you're going to have him on the field with Moore and Allen. How productive is he going to be?
He's a day 3 pick, man.
Mo Behrman, thanks for joining us. I agree.
What's up, Mo Behrman? Good to see you there, Mo Behrman. Good to see you.
Yeah, there, Mo. Thanks for joining us, huh?
He is more projected as a day 3 pick and a rotational guy. He's 6'3", 205 pounds.
Yeah. But I do like him.
So what, Velas?
No, Velas he's a better receiver than Velas, that's for sure.
Are you sure?
No, but it sounds.
Absolutely. I'm just saying.
I'm wondering. I mean, I'm truly wondering because he has good measurables. 6'3". I mean, he's a good X receiver, but his production, I mean, that's concerning for me. I mean, his production is lacking. 45 catches and 700 and something yards. When you're playing with a talented quarterback like Caleb, that's all you're doing. I mean, that's all you're producing.
We don't know his targets and stuff, though, Peach. I don't have that information.
Agreed. But whether you're not getting open or is it an indictment on Caleb not seeing you? What's the problem? I mean, there's an issue. 45 catches and you're 6'3". And number one,
it's the quarterback.
Huh?
I said maybe it's the quarterback. I'm just throwing everything out there, man.
That's what I said. I mean, is the quarterback not seeing it? I mean, it's not like he's a small guy.
That's it. You're out there, Foster.
Because Taj Washington is what, 5'8", and he was the number one receiver. But you got this big 6'3" guy. Is he not getting open? I mean, what's the issue?
He runs a 4.5 40. Give him a break.
But I'm saying though, but when you're that big, and you got this generational quarterback throwing to you, you know, you're only catching 45 passes.
What pick was Jerry Rice in the league?
He was in the first round, sir.
Was he?
Yes.
Thought he was a third rounder.
Okay, so who would you rather have, Brian Rice or Luke McCaffrey?
I'll go with Jerry Rice.
Okay.
I said Jerry Rice, not Brendan.
Yeah, that's right. You did. He's not playing by the rules himself, man.
Oh, you're right.
He may set the rules, but that doesn't mean he's got to play by them. That's my man, PJ.
I'll set the rules. I don't abide by them. I just set them.
Jerry Rice was a 16th pick. You are correct. Damn, PJ.
I may not be I'm not always right, but I'm never wrong.
Yeah, I knew he was going to say that crap.
Hey, one of my kids got me that shirt for Father's Day one year. So I've been holding that quote ever since.
DVD
says, PJ, if you go with Jerry Rice, why not draft Joe Montana?
Absolutely.
Okay. True story. Joe Montana is my favorite quarterback of all time. I'm just going to put it out there. Joe Montana is my favorite quarterback of all time. I think he's the GOAT, for real.
He's in my top 3.
Yeah,
he's my top 1, for real.
He's definitely up there, man. That's for damn sure.
Third round out of Notre Dame.
All his games, Notre Dame and all.
Third round out of Notre Dame.
How did we pass?
Yeah.
And I thought when we traded for Rick Meyer, we were getting the second coming of Joe Montana.
Yeah,
boy, was I wrong.
Yeah.
Boy, was I wrong.
Yeah, that was just the dumbest trade before they made it.
And that's why I have number 13 PTSD is right. It starts with that, it goes on to Johnny Knox. In fact, they were
laughing at us. They were laughing at us the whole way with that trade, dude, because they knew guy couldn't play. They knew it.
Yeah.
That's why they traded him.
Yeah.
What would you if they did draft Caleb? Would you guys what would you guys, everyone in chat, you guys, what would you like his number to be? For me, it's 12 because 12 is like a perennially a Hall of Fame. It's a good Hall of Fame quarterback number, and including our own quarterback that holds most of our records still to this day was number 12. I would think 12 would be good for me. I wouldn't want Williams wearing 13. I heard a rumor that he wants number 0, but I also had another rumor that the Bears don't give out that number. But let's just say it was 0. I mean, I'd be okay with that over 13, but I just don't want 13 for my quarterback. It brings back PTSD of Rick Meyer.
Dan Marino.
And Dan Marino.
I don't care.
That's
what
a good question.
He wears. I just want a damn Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he looked good in the Washington Commanders jersey.
Jalen Johnson just took over number 1, Mark Kazak.
Oh, we'll sit up there and when that trade get rescinded, he'll go back to 33.
I agree, Mayhem. Foster, I'm down to that point where I was asking you earlier about your cigarette. Do you just
put it out?
You just I gotta Well, in this case, I'm going to eat this. It's a Slim Jim.
That's what I said. Just eat it.
Okay. I'm going to hang on it for a little bit. Just so I can hang out with you with something in my mouth.
What's up, J2K? I didn't get a chance to holler at
J2K!
I hope
J2K
it's only
earlier. What's up, J2K?
Slim Jim.
Missed you earlier, man. I'm sorry. I saw you in there. I didn't get a chance to holler at you. What's happening, my man? Good to see you as always, my brother.
18.
Scooby-Doo Palooza says, or Scooby Palooza says, Brendan Rice did have a 12 touchdowns, 17.6 average per catch for what that's worth. Okay, fair enough.
He did have 12 TDs, 7. Okay. But he didn't have a lot of receptions, though. That's the problem I'm having.
Touchdowns are touchdowns, baby.
I don't really count touchdowns like that because, you can have, a guy do nothing all the game. You line up at the 1 yard line and you do a jump pass from Henry to a tight end and he got a touchdown all of a sudden. So touchdowns, I mean, yeah, in the long run, yeah, they count, but it doesn't take a lot to get a touchdown.
In the NFL, it does.
Not if you're doing a jump pass.
It does for the Bears.
Not if you're doing a jump pass.
Well, that goes back to. I'll leave it.
That,
Somebody even just said his name. Even somebody in the chat said his name.
Robbie,
right.
Come up.
Robbie, good to see you again.
Robbie.
Since there's 100 people in here, I want to let you guys all know that we have a very special guest coming up this Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Adam Rank is going to join us on Bears Country Podcast. Make sure that you guys set your notifications, like, subscribe, tell all your friends, because we're going to hang out with Adam Rank. And since it's later in the evening, I'm going to bet that he might hang out longer than a half an hour. I think we're going to have a lot of fun with him. And I think he's going to have a lot of fun with us.
Pause.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Having fun with me, this ain't going to fly there.
Yeah, nobody has fun.
I say you're not going to have fun with me.
I do say I do. I do declare. Check us out.
But that's Sunday, right? That's Sunday.
This coming Sunday, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Our guest, Adam Rank, will be joining us. We're gonna have a fucking blast with him. I cannot wait. He's gonna come out here and be like, "This is the most fun podcast I've ever been on." And then next thing you know, he'll be begging us to come back on again.
Then we have to slip in on another $150.
He's still smoking that Slim Jim, are you?
160. But yeah, no, I bought a shitload of Slim Jims because I can barely find the Tabasco flavored ones anymore. So I bought like a shitload of them in Florida.
Am I on the right show?
Yeah. I like to keep my Slim Jims for like 6 months so they dry out a little bit. Then they get even better. Yeah, I don't like them when they're all brand new.
Hey,
I've never eaten a Slim Jim. Stop into a Slim Jim.
Update. We got a big update here. Eco Bean.
Go ahead.
No, that was me. I had it to it. I didn't know if you were hitting it or not. Because he actually took the last 20 minutes and wrote his list out for you, Peach.
Dang.
1 is Malik Neighbors. 2 is MHJ. 3 is Brian Thomas Jr. 4 is Xavier Leggett. 5 is way to put it together.
Yep.
It only took him 15 minutes.
I was joking there. I don't know, man. He might be quicker.
5 is Roma Dunze. 6 is Ricky Pearsall. 7 is let me pull it down there. Adonai Mitchell.
Yeah.
8 is Ladd. 9 is Keon. Ladd McConkey. 9 is Keon Coleman. 10 is
Troy Franklin.
And 11 is Xavier Worthy.
All right. Okay. I see you.
Way to
go, Echo Bean. Echo Bean in the hills.
Well done.
Fast.
I do like Leggett, though. I do like Leggett. Leggett's one I do like.
You know what?
I don't necessarily like him in the first, though.
In the right spot, I would take any of these guys. Think about it.
Pause.
If you're drafting them in the right spot and you're only going to get one of this list.
In the right spot, I'll like any of these guys. Pause.
In the right spot in the draft.
In the right
Thank
spot.
you. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Thanks for your clarification there,
Good, he's
folks.
going.
Appreciate it.
PJ, are you
Didn't
going?
play the
Are you
right
going
hole.
Dan?
Huh?
Are you going Dan tonight? Am I on the right show?
You know, you did miss last week. I'm just saying.
I did.
You're making up for it.
I did. I was sick. I didn't even watch it yet, guys. I haven't even looked at that show, and I wanted to see it because I wanted to be.
Yeah, you don't have
bad.
Leggett on this list there, Shorty. What's wrong with you, man?
Oh, I did. But I overwrote one of
No
the other.
buts. Either do or don't do. There's no trying. Just
I had
do.
to sit here. I had to sit here on the show and redo this, and I forgot. I missed him. Sorry, I did have him on there in the beginning, but I overwrote
Man.
the defensive end with wide receiver.
Ooh.
All right, let's move on to the last one.
All right, the last one, guys. Last one. Get your votes ready. Get your votes ready. Here we go.
Place in order.
There we
Place
go with that
these
stuff.
quarterbacks in order of your rank. Chat.
Ooh.
And I
So
cannot
So we're
wait.
saying this is different. We're not saying who will you take at number 9. According to you, who is your number 1 quarterback? Rank them. I don't see Justin Fields up there. What's up?
No.
What? Huh?
No, there's no Justin Fields. He's no longer on the team.
What?
He's not in the draft.
Did you guys notice that I had to throw Tyson Bagent in there just to fuck with everyone? Because
I was about to say Tyson
Oh, you
Bagent's
did
not in
that.
the
You
draft.
didn't have it on before the show.
What's going on? I mean, gee whiz.
You can't have Tyson Bagent on there, dude. He's not in the draft. Gotta go.
If we got Tyson Bagent up there, I want Justin Fields up there. Come
Since
on.
I can't make Tyson Bagent go. I can't because I don't have the power to do that.
hey, I had to throw it up there just for comedy.
But we can make Shorty leave.
There you go. There you go. That's it.
Catch him while he's eating. I brought him back too quick. He asked me to do that because he wanted to take a bite of some food without stuffing his mouth.
Where's Nathan Peterman?
Isn't that a hot dog? Yeah, you guys saw the videos, right? With Nathan Peterman and Caleb Williams and
I did not see that.
all the quarterbacks that they were throwing together.
No,
I didn't.
not.
did not see
Was
that.
that an old video? Was that from
I don't know. I didn't see it.
I saw it quickly, and I should have looked at it because I wasn't sure if that was an old video from last year or if it was recent. Because I thought it was from last year, but I don't know.
So Doug Van Dorn actually ranked this guy. He says Caleb, big surprise. Caleb, Jaden, May, McCarthy, Penix, Nix, Rattler, no Bagent. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm reading off Cliff Victorious. Dang. Jeez. All right, Caleb, Drake, Jaden, JJ, the Knicks.
The Knicks brothers.
Knicks brothers.
Knicks and P Knicks.
J2K says Caleb, Jaden Daniels,
Shorty
JJ
likes
McCarthy,
Phoenix. Oh wait, that's Phoenix.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Drake May.
Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, JJ McCarthy, Michael Penix. DM is who's DM? I gotta pull it. Drake May.
Spencer Rattler.
Spencer Rattler is 6th on your board. Wow.
Yeah.
I do like Spencer Rattler a little bit, but not like a developmental backup.
I don't see Justin Fields up there. JF1. Don't see.
What's Justin Fields' middle name? Do you know?
Coming back to the Bears. Oh, you didn't know that? Man, that's his middle name, man. Justin coming back to the Bears Fields.
He's literally holding out hope here, guys, that Justin's coming back.
I like Cliff's ranking myself. Cliff Victoria says you can't read mine. It's okay.
Mark Kazak says JJ McCarthy. Wow, so you have Caleb Williams ranked 4th, huh?
Whoa.
3rd.
Wow. Whoa.
Oh, sorry.
McCarthy, Daniels, and Williams.
All right. Okay, Mark Kazak. I see you, man. I see you.
So Mark would be happy with a trade down where they pick up McCarthy at like what, 3rd, 4th, 5th, something like that.
Good morning, Chris Watts.
Gary Hughes.
Gary Hughes. Where's that? Where's that at? What's up, Chris?
What's
If
happening?
Trade.
Hey, mate.
What's up, mate?
Who did I mess up?
Ahoy, ahoy, mate. I bet the Raiders still love Peterman.
Well, what was the stuff with the Raiders trying to get Bagent? Is that real?
Really? I didn't hear that.
I've seen it a couple times, even in chat.
Well, I say, let's do a couple of trades there. Do we can make that happen?
I do declare.
Yeah.
What's his name? Did like him.
Simon says Caleb Williams, Drake May, Jaden Daniels, JJ McCarthy, Bo Nix, Michael Penix. SR is Spencer Rattler, Michael Pratt, Austin Reed, and Tyson Bagent.
He's put Bagent on there, man.
Secret Bagent man.
Secret Bagent man.
Yeah, this go ahead and make a trade with Las Vegas, sir. Get rid of Bagent.
STC saying don't trade Bagent. You're gonna have to at some point, unless he becomes better than the presumed quarterback that we draft.
Oh my goodness!
Chris, what do you get up at like 4 a.m. at night to pee and just check it on YouTube, or do you only do it on Thursdays?
He's sitting down on the toilet.
Yeah.
Taking an early morning piss because he's too tired to stand up, and he's like, let me check out and see if Bears Country's going on. They are.
These knuckleheads are on YouTube still.
He's saying my man has to sit down to take a piss. Oh my goodness.
Hey man, sometimes the knees just give out.
Tell me about it.
650-year-old PJ still standing up to piss in the middle of the night. I get it. Steve Grunwald.
I hang low.
I hope you don't get it, but
I hang low. I say I hang low.
Steve, I for some reason I can see the Chargers trading Herbert to the Vikings for their picks and drafting JJ at 5.
Hey,
and
Shorty.
Then we're stuck with fucking Herbert in our division.
Hey, Shorty.
Yes, sir.
You tell everybody right now where you got that idea from. You tell them right now. I mean, right now. You stole my thought. You stole it. You and I had that conversation last week.
It was my idea first.
No, you didn't. You said they was going to trade. They was going to move up to get. You said Vikings.
I brought it up first. It's my idea.
You said Vikings was moving up to draft.
You're out of here.
On a better note, Chris Watts, only on Thursday nights. I stand when peeing.
I stand when I pee.
Only on Thursday nights.
Only on Thursday nights, I stand when I pee.
First, you say no way. Harbaugh loves Herbert.
Yeah, that's why he went there, dude. I said that before.
I'm just wondering though, with them getting rid of all of their weapons and bringing in Greg Roman, I'm like, is Herbert really going to be a fit for him?
Herbert could fit anywhere, and that's Harbaugh went there because he's got Herbert in place. He'll get the defense, and then once the defense is straightened out, by then the offense will be working right. Just watch. Harbaugh does what he does. He does the same thing everywhere he goes.
Mark Kazak saying, sorry, Shorty, Harbaugh chose the Chargers because of Herbert. Maybe he chose the Chargers because of the 5th pick.
Or maybe he chose the Chargers because he actually coached in that city.
Could be. Maybe he chose the Chargers because the Bears rejected him.
Oh, he chose the Chargers because he knows he can take that team to the playoffs this season. That's why he chose the Chargers.
In a fucking division.
Well,
Simon says you don't got to win the division.
Simon says
the playoffs. He can get them in a wild card spot, even with their problems. Because that's what he does. That's why everybody wanted him here so bad. Because if he was here, everybody'd be screaming, right? Dan?
Wait, what does Simon say? Besides,
when the girlfriend is coming over in the morning, you got to sit. Less space. I was going to say the women do like it, Simon. They do. I've been told that.
You ever been to one of your buddies' houses and they have like all their kids' bathtub toys just packed around the toilet, and every time you stand at any toilet and you piss, you can feel it splashing on your legs if you're wearing shorts, and you're thinking to yourself, well, you're the asshole for putting all your kids' toys around the fucking toilet. I'm not going to sit in your house, dude. I'll sit in my own.
I think you need to better your aim there, Shorty.
It's not the aim. It's the power of the stream creates more backlash.
And it's Thursday still.
That's when you got to pee on the walls. You know, pee on the walls. Pee on the walls of the toilet there. You know,
talking pee streams on a Thursday night.
Bearski's asking, would you trade pick 1 and 9 for Herbert? Fuck no.
Absolutely not.
No.
And that contract?
Nope.
Absolutely not.
You're gonna have to front load that thing, restructure that thing. They're out of money.
Yeah.
They're already out of money. He's gonna hold the rest of the money for the in-season move.
Ask me whether or not I rescind that trade with the Steelers there, Bearsky. I absolutely will. Thank you.
Chris Watt saying, I like how I brought the level of conversation down. Thank God you weren't actually in here speaking. You would have brought it way down.
Every time, Chris. Every time. You're good for it every time, my friend.
The only guy I know that speaks English that doesn't know how to speak English.
101 in the chat.
Love you, Chris. You know that. If I can't get 3 words out without Chris fucking with me, so right back at you, buddy.
You guys need to get a room. I mean, I'm just saying.
Get a room with some drippy dicks. Wow, why did I say that?
I have thought about therapy, Mark. Thank you. I'm still thinking about it. I might go see a therapist. Cliff saying kids put those toys in their mouth. Exactly.
I've never been at anyone's house where they throw all the kids' toys around the toilet.
I've never been in anyone's house.
Yeah.
Look, DVD saying between having most of my colon removed and having my prostate resectioned because I couldn't pee, I pretty much am forced to sit. So there you go. Which way? Well, here's another question for you guys. Which way do you guys wipe, from the front or back? Oh, let's leave it at that.
Oh, oh, man.
How much money do the
All right,
Bears have?
everybody, stay safe out there. I'll talk to you next week.
How much money do the Bears have left for free agents?
It's not much, man.
It's not
Let me
much.
check. I will try and
Was
check
it like 23 million I heard?
Is that, did you minus the money for the draft picks? The 13 or 14 million?
No, I did not. I think as of right now, they have 23 million in cap. I think that's, I've seen that somewhere. I won't put it out there. Yeah, I've seen that. They said 23 million.
Rob Hansen, love the avatar. Rob Hansen. Herbert's new contract has a no trade clause. On top of that, his contract carries 125 million in dead cap hit. So
he ain't going nowhere.
He's not going anywhere. Good point.
He's not going nowhere.
Good point. Rob, I have a question for you. Would you paint your this is a question for Chet. I can see this happening. If Caleb Williams comes in, wins us a Super Bowl next year, can you imagine all of the nail polish commercials he'll be in? All of the people, men included, that'll be painting their nails pink and shit. And I'll paint. Listen, I'll say it right here. If Caleb Williams wins us a Super Bowl, I will paint my fucking nails pink and I'll show them to you on the show. Okay,
I'm out.
Yes.
I'm gonna make sure we record that.
It's live. It's recorded.
No, but I'm gonna timestamp it in the chat. just in case, man, because I will sit right here and I'll come to your house and paint them for you.
PJ had to pull himself for that.
Yeah,
nobody pulled PJ. He pulled himself.
I don't blame him. And then he's gonna come back and be mad that he got pulled.
I'm about tired of you guys pulling me every week now.
Yeah, that's what so you did it yourself.
I'm so tired of it. I thought I'd do it myself.
Mad Into It Sports. It's a deal. Come, make sure you hang out with us here. Great to see you tonight. I think it's the first time Mad Into It. Hang out with us in the future more, and you'll see it. I'll do it. I promise.
Well, let me make this declaration right here, right now. I'm going to make this declaration. Are you guys ready?
Mm-hmm. We're ready.
If we win the Super Bowl, I will not paint my fingernails ever.
You heard it here first.
Dan Aguirre said he would suck Aaron Rodgers' dick if it meant winning a Super Bowl on the Barham Network. I wouldn't do that.
I heard that.
I would paint my nails pink.
I just will be overjoyed, man. I'll leave it at that. I'm not gonna go out of the way anywhere. Okay, Pinky. I like the color pink. Come to think of it, Steve Grunwald.
Real men will smash their finger to get the color.
Well, I'm just saying. I will. I can wear a pink shirt though.
Yeah, but then we got a match.
Oh, it absolutely has to match.
You're gonna get one of the breast cancer Bears hats with the pink C.
See, now you're going too far, bro. I said a pink shirt.
You said pink shirt when
it starts and stops right there. Let's not go no further. Starts and stops right there.
Chris Watts saying, "I thought you already did that, Shorty. When you wore a dress and called yourself Mandy." I think you're confusing yourself, Chris, when you were calling yourself a dandy boy. That was one of the fucking funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
I don't think. Well, okay, you guys want to go to when you guys went to a Bears game? Are you guys going to go to a Bears game this upcoming year?
Yes.
Foster?
I haven't even gotten that far, man. So I'd like to. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man.
In your dreams, Bears.
Chris Watts is planning on coming back out again this year, and so is Jason UK Bears.
Oh, then I'm going to a Bears game.
So I turned 50 on Christmas this year.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'm just a baby compared to you guys.
Ooh, man. Might as well get that Similac from behind your ear. Get that Similac from behind your ear.
I get to sign up for the AARP.
PJ, did you quit Huff and Glue, or are you back to Huff and Glue?
Man, what you talking about, man? I'm doing hash.
Okay. I just was wondering what it was this week, man. Because
I got to keep up with Shorty.
That's a hash cigar you sucking on over there.
Mr. Mayhem 69. I've never been to a Bears game.
Really? Do you live in Illinois, Mayhem?
I just caught that, man.
Are you anywhere in Illinois? You need to get your ass out to a Bears game with us if we go to a Bears game this year. That'd be fun.
Yeah, are you in Illinois there, Mr. Mayhem? How close are you to Chicago? Foster will meet you there and get you a new roof. I'll say.
I'll have it done for you in 3 years.
The roofs I'm out of roofs now, man. That's it.
In that case, he'll give you a good deal of some paneling.
Complete with mummies behind it. Well, if you live in Illinois, Mayhem, if we go to a game this year, you gotta reach out to us. We'll come to a game with us.
We've gotta help this man.
When Chris Watts and I went, we had tickets, 4 tickets from a friend of the family, and in front of us we met 2 other people that were like enamored by Chris because there was cameras and everyone was, it was all about Chris Watts that game. So everyone was like, "Oh, what's going on? What are you doing here?" So the guy in front of us was like, "You guys, anytime, we don't go to every game, so if you would like our tickets, just let me know." So I got his number. So there's 6 tickets right there in that spot that we could all collaborate to get together. So
if they're not going to the game,
Steve Grunwald said his first Bears game was at Wrigley Field.
Wow.
He's old.
Wow.
It had to be 69 or before.
They're you're like these two guys. Their first game was the first game at Wrigley Field.
What are you talking about? It was William Park.
You mind getting that
That's what
Similac
it's
off
called
your breath there,
originally.
shorty? You mind getting that Similac off your breath? I'm just saying. I say, get that Similac off your breath there, shorty.
Wow. I do declare. I do say.
I do say, get
What are
that
you guys on
Similac.
tonight, man? Am I on the right show? I just gotta keep checking for my own sanity, man. You know, you guys look like you guys.
you guys look like you too.
1964.
Except
That's
for
a
Pete.
good year, I say. That's a good year. That's a good year.
You guys look very similar too, but just another 10 years older.
Who?
Ooh, the both of you.
Who you talking about there?
You both just had birthdays this week. I do declare.
Oh my goodness!
Every year you're like in dog years. Every year for you is 10.
Oh man, he's really hitting below the belt. I say he hit below the belt, y'all.
Don't worry, I'm catching up to you. I do declare.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll wait. I told you I stopped at 30, so you can go ahead and pass me by there, shorty. I stopped at 30. Go ahead and pass me by, shorty. That's my rhyme for the day, I say.
Doug Van Dorn and Mo Beerman. Mo Beerman said, "No, Foster, you didn't. That's not the Wigan Park." They said I saw him in Decatur.
Ooh.
You see Ty Smythe? Is there a GoFundMe or something to get Foster out of that jail cell he recorded from? Do you guys know each other?
Under construction. Get that pedaling down. Get under construction.
This will be good with Vi and Smy podcast. And for some reason, I keep thinking of an old Sex Pistols song, EMI, man. EMI. Never mind.
Just to remind you, we have Thigh and Smy coming on next week as our guest, and we're going to be doing our first and only last week before the draft, mock draft.
Mock draft, I'll say. It's mock draft.
You're going to see the Bears Country Podcast mock draft here for the first time the week before the draft, I do declare.
Word of warning, we're going to be trading for Justin Fields.
I'm with Simon. Is this a Saints podcast?
We're going to trade a fourth pick for Justin Fields.
Simon says, I say, Simon says.
We need to GoFundMe to put you in jail. Oh, man. Oh, boy.
I don't want, not again.
Feel free to refer to us as Carl and Nick if it's easier than Thigh and Smy. Okay, real quick, where did Thigh and Smy come from then if your names are Carl and Nick? Just curious.
Asking the personal questions there, Shawty. You're asking the personal questions.
What did
it's Thigh and SMI, right?
That's a personal question that I'll think you to say out of my that's none of your business, and I'll think you to say out of my personal affairs. Is that the answer to that, Thigh and Smy?
I could tell you, but then I might have to eliminate you.
When are we starting to GoFundMe to put me in jail? I'm just curious.
It's already you don't know about it. It's already been started. We thought you were in jail last week. We're like, fuck, it worked.
They're like, where's Foster at? I mean, where's he at?
He's in jail again.
Oh, that doggone
I do it every decade just for fun.
Having a birthday on Sunday didn't let nobody know.
Fucking sleeping, man.
Well, guys, it's going on 2.5 hours. We wanted to go like 2, so we're getting there. We're getting there. It's not 4. It's not 3. We're getting on 2.5. So let's start to wrap this up. I do want to remind every one of you that we have Adam Rank again. I'll remind you again.
Sunday.
We have Adam Rank this Sunday at 10 p.m.
Sunday.
Eastern Time, 9 p.m. Central.
Sunday.
Sunday.
Where the great ones ride.
Sunday. Can't be confused with Monday. But it's
Smoking US 30 drag strip commercial.
But we also can't confuse it with Fun Day because it's Sunday.
Thanks, Mayhem. Appreciate it. We appreciate you being here again with us, Mayhem. You are a longtime BCPer. You know what BCP?
You know him.
Wednesdays at 8, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, that would be Thursday.
Golly. Foster missed a week, and now he forget what day of the week we do the show on. Golly.
So
Thine
Smythe says, I have used Vitality for social BS for a long time, and Nick will need to answer for Smy. I believe he uses Smiley for his socials. Oh, okay. That makes sense. So Vitality and Smiley. So Thigh and Smy. Love the logo, by the way. It's great. Great stuff.
Yeah,
Make sure you guys go check out Thigh and Smy before next week's show, so you familiarize yourselves with them. They're going to be great guests. I just know it. Looking forward to it.
I and Smy.
And we're going to be doing the mock draft, the one and only BCP mock draft. And then, of course,
for Justin Fields.
And then, of course, do not forget, tell all your friends that we are doing a draft marathon again. And we had so much fun last year. The Bears might not have a lot of picks this year, but you know what? We're going to have fun.
We're going to have fun because we're going to get a chance to look behind the paneling on Foster's wall.
Foster's going to pull down the paneling.
Yes.
He's going to be wearing a
Chicago PD will be on standby.
Uh-huh. We get to see all the mummies behind his wall.
Man.
We're bringing in, who's the guy who did Capone's balls?
Oh, yeah. What's his name?
I can't remember.
With the mustache.
Hispanic dude. I can't remember his name.
Geraldo
Rivera. Yes.
Geraldo Rivera will be here live for the unveiling.
Man.
We love you, Mayhem.
Mr. Mayhem.
Guys, you guys
69.
are awesome.
We love you too.
And I really want to apologize for I don't know who these guys are on either side of me tonight. I don't even know if I'm on the right show. But thanks everyone for putting up.
As long as you're on the right side of history.
Mm-hmm. Chris, you can get off the toilet now and go back to bed. Watch the beginning of the show tomorrow on your couch.
I say, get off the toilet now, sir. Get off the toilet, I say. Get off the toilet. Sir.
He's looking forward to the rest of the show because he knows it's over.
DVD, you had said that you wanted to join us for the draft, so let us know. You got the email, BearsCountryPodcast@gmail.com. Listen, for anyone who wants to join the show,
yes,
just the whole point that we're doing here for the draft is to have as many people come in and hang out with us for just a few minutes. Let us know what you guys think of the pick or what's going on with the draft. And then
got Justin Fields back. How you feel about that?
That link will be available to you every day. We'll send it to you Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And you can come in and hang out with us as much as you want, as little as you want, as many times as you want. And the email's right there, BearsCountryPodcast@gmail.com. DVD, hit us up. We want to have you come on the show. You did promise us.
Come one, come all. We all can have
We've been waiting for you. We've been waiting for you, DVD.
Waiting.
We're out of the VHS era. We've been waiting for you, DVD. Mark will come on the draft too. Excellent.
But can you see what's behind the paneling?
I have to start getting my list of people down to so I don't forget anybody when I send the links out. Because you guys, everyone is welcome. We can fit 9 people on this panel.
Yes.
The goal is to come in for 5 minutes, hop out, come back in later. And Mark, you know the drill. You've been doing it with us on PSF.
Yes. Hop in, hop out.
Mm-hmm.
The scrolls. You can come on too, man. You can come on and tell us how much you love Justin Fields. Feel free.
You missed it, Scrolls. The Tom Waddle of this draft is McCarthy.
Me. I'm eligible. I'm still eligible.
Yeah, and it's Foster or McCarthy.
You're eligible to see Moses on the other side of the Red Sea, I say. You're eligible to see Moses on the other side of the Red Sea.
I do declare.
With you guys tonight, man. What's this? You guys go on a foghorn leghorn bender or something? I say,
I don't know what happened with that tonight. We just got on a roll with it. Thigh and Smile saying, man, I have the perfect video for you guys to play. It's the R-rated version of PJ saying, Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
As long as it's R-rated and not X-rated, because we don't do X-rated on Sunday.
Wait a second. You mean Twitter rated?
Oh, Twitter.
Twitter or X? I'm
said Twitter. I said Twitter.
Double X.
I like to tweet you sometime.
Send it to us. We'll play it for you when you're on the show with us next week, Thigh and Smile.
Thigh and Smile.
Before we get to chat, I just want to remind you guys again, this next Thursday, we're going to have Thigh and Smile on with us. We're going to be doing our one and only mock draft. Then the following Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we're gonna have a draft marathon here on BCP. Come hang out with us, have fun with us, email us, BearsCountryPodcast@gmail.com. If you're listening to this in audio stream,
I feel sorry for you.
Podcast. If you're driving from here to San Diego and are listening to this podcast,
God bless you.
God bless you. And if you want to join us, you are welcome to join us. BearsCountryPodcast@gmail.com. The goal is we're going to have Aldo's going to join us. There might be some people from the Nomad Network. There might be some people from Just Another Year. We're going to have
a special guest, PJ.
PJ, our special guest, PJ. We're going to have another special guest,
Foster.
Geez.
Not him. Foster.
Steve from 313 New Breed Sports.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve.
He's a Lions fan, but he's going to be at the draft. So he's going to hop in with us and show us some real draft, like live draft shit going on at the draft.
He's going to show us some live stuff.
That's going to be awesome.
Get it to him because Steve bought a Bears hat.
And a
That's
Packer
going to
hat.
be awesome with a capital A.
Awesome.
You didn't have to say all that.
I'm just saying it's going to be awesome with a capital A.
That's going to be so cool to have Steve hopping in with us. Lions fan in Detroit, watching his team drafting and hopping on with us to show us real live draft footage from Detroit. That'll be fucking awesome. Chris Watts, you have the link. You can hop in right now if you wanted to. So Chris Watts is going to join us. Probably Jason.
Go back to bed.
Bears. Anyone else who wants to join us, email us. We would love to have you on the show.
Yeah, let us know. We'd love to have you guys. But again, remember, Adam Rank is a Sunday night's guest. We're doing a special show Sunday night with Adam Rank.
10 p.m. Eastern time. Adam Rank, come hang out with us. It's going to be a freaking blast. I know Adam Rank's he's not going to be able to get enough of us. I know it.
Pause.
I had to say, Thigh and Smile's already in because his comment is, yeah, Foster's always a special guest, spending his yard time to do a little podcasting. That's brilliant. What a brilliant one tonight, man.
You're going to fit right in with us next week.
You got 2 hours. You got 2 hours in the yards there, Foster. Okay, I'll be on my podcast.
Gotta go, guys. Call my number.
Alex Machado hopping in late. To trade number 1 for me, it would take the number 2, both their 2s, 2025 first, 2026 second, and wide receiver Dotson. Woo! That would have worked well in the conversation earlier on the show. Yeah, that's kind of what it was.
Here 2 hours ago there, buddy.
Yeah, that's kind of what it came down to. Would be like something you could not refuse. But for me, I refuse anything. It's
a box of Cracker Jack box for me, man. Just bring it on, man. Come on, you can have it.
If it was me, I would tell the whole world right now, just like the Colts did with Andrew Luck. We're taking Caleb Williams. Don't even bother calling us.
And if it was up to me, we're rescinding the trade with Justin Fields, and we're trading down the number 1 pick.
We're going to trade you back the 4th round pick that we were supposed to get from you in the regards to the
We're sending them back that 6th round pick and say, bring me back, Justin Fields, baby, bring me back.
We're going to give you our 3rd round pick to take back Justin Fields.
Dang, golly.
And me, I'm just getting my special needs time rescinded, so I got to go.
All right, well, let's get to chat before we wrap this up. Mo Bierman, Thigh and Smile, great for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you so much. We'll see you next Thursday.
Mm-hmm. Mark Kazak.
Simon S.
Simon Says.
Simon Says, yes. Chris Watts, Doug Van Dorn,
Alex Machado.
Cliff Victoria,
STC.
Doug Van Dorn.
Mark Kazak, The Scrolls, Mad Into It,
Mr. Mayhem 69.
Mo
J.
Bierman,
Okay.
Steve Grunwald, Bearski hanging out with us tonight.
Scooby Palooza.
What the fuck was that?
Scooby Palooza.
You just, I don't know what you just did to him there, but he really likes your name.
Mad Into It Sports.
Eco Bean hanging out with us. First time I've seen that name.
My man, Charles Johnson.
Dolo
J. Dolo J.
Who else we
Yeah.
got here? We got to keep going up. Robbie was hanging out with us tonight. Robbie, come up. Great to see you again.
A.C. Adam.
J2K hanging out with us tonight. Yeah, thank you very much, baby. J2K,
James Ford checking in.
J2K will be here with us for the draft as well. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight, J2K. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Bean.
One of my favorites, Brewhaw 7.
Brewhaw.
Brouhaha. I said a brouhaha.
Brewhaw.
A brouhaha. STC.
Tony Moore hanging out with us tonight.
Dolo J.
Pena.
I do declare Alan Pena was in here tonight. I do
call you one and I call you Dolo J.
The one, the only, the Mr. Gary Hughes was in the
Yes, sir. Gary Hughes, thank you for joining us tonight.
box. You guys say Tony Moore.
We got to get to some of these newer ones, too.
Rob Hanson. You can call me Bob. You can call me Rob.
Just don't call me late for dinner.
Rob Hanson.
We got James Ford.
Mr. Scrody.
Mr. Scrody. Who the fuck is that guy?
Mr. Scrody if it fits.
Right.
Brian Gilmore was hanging out with us tonight.
Brian.
Brian's been a guest of ours many times. Great to see you again in here tonight, Brian.
Don't go down, but be Robbie. Come up.
Curtis hanging out with us tonight.
Curtis Cyril.
Besides Steve Grunwald, right? Oh,
Yes.
Create Culture hanging out with us tonight. Thank you, Create Culture.
Right.
Tony Moore. Alan Pena. Simon Says.
Who got this guy a gummy tonight?
Yeah, get something.
I say Mo Beer.
I do declare somebody gave PJ a gummy tonight.
Was it Mo Billman? No, was it Leo Factor 1?
Leo Factor hanging out with us tonight. Hot dog, good to see you again, Leo.
Oh, wow. We did mention J2K.
Randy B. Jojo Loco, 5150 hanging out with us tonight.
I said a brouhaha. Said
Jojo, I think Illinois Jones was in here earlier.
Illinois Jones, I say. Not Illinois not in the Illinois Johnson, but Indiana Jones. No, it's Illinois
Jones. Do It All 36. Robert Friel. Great to see you again, Robert.
Vernon Roseman. Thank you, Vernon, for popping in.
Vernon. My
Mr.
man.
Vernon Rosen.
Floyd Brewer. Clock. We had the clock hanging out with us
Oh,
tonight.
yeah, clock.
Not the watch, but the clock.
Clock. Not the
Not
cell
the
phone
calendar, but the clock.
or the cell phone, but the actual clock. Atmos.
At
Philip Palmisana.
Steve Phillips. I do declare. Good seeing your name in here again, Steve Phillips. Luminous.
The Leo Factor 1.
I said Jeremy Munoz.
Jeremy Munoz hanging out with us tonight.
Yeah. Mad Do It Sports.
Guys are
Curtis Seal.
I didn't.
Certainly.
Jason UK was here.
Was he?
Yes, he was. 9:12 p.m.
All right.
Jason UK Bear, I do
Justin
declare.
Randy B.
He is a surly sort of guy that Curtis surly.
King Pookie was there. What's up? I didn't even see King
Yeah.
Pookie.
King Pookie
King
here was asking if
Pookie.
anybody was going to Detroit. So it's Detroit for the draft.
Don Burr.
Don Burr.
And King Buka was in here too.
That's what I said. Yeah.
No,
Steve
not-
S.
King Pookie and Nation, King Buka World. They were both in.
Oh, okay. Steve S. with his $2 super chat. We made $2
Yes.
from that, guys.
I appreciate all the super chats, so we're going to spend that money wisely.
Gentleman's Guidance 365.
Did we get Floyd Brewer A1 steak sauce on his hot dogs? I'm going. That's how far
Yeah,
back.
gosh, I have a hot dog with some A1 sauce, I say.
I did not see that one. No. Creighton Wilfong was in here.
Yes,
Jay Grizz.
Robert Friel,
Our man Jay Grizz.
Grizz.
Hanging out with us a couple weeks ago.
Luminous,
You ain't about your biz if you don't hang out with Jay Grizz.
King Buka World.
Charles Johnson. I think we said Charles already.
Yeah, Charles.
Hanging out with us tonight. AC Adam was in here. Great to see you, AC.
Get back at them all. Sons of bitches.
Leonidas.
Was in here. I didn't see that.
Leonidas.
No, I don't think
We are Sparta.
Tom Burr was instead. It's the same in the only.
If we missed you, we apologize. But we do love and appreciate you all for, thank you very much for hanging out with us tonight. Without you guys, this show would not happen. And we promise you that we do this for you. Honestly, we do this for you. It's not for us. It's for you.
Guy's gonna fit right in, man. PJ loves a good Johnson.
I love a Jordan better. That's all I got to say.
PJ loves a good Johnson.
I love a Jordan better.
All right. Well, guys,
thank you. Thank you all for joining us. Seriously, thank you guys. We had a blast with you guys tonight. Appreciate you, each and every one of you. Again, we got a special show on Sunday and our show again next week. So please join us. I'm sure you guys will have a blast just like we do. And for a special lottery winner, you guys get a chance to visit Foster's Paneling Behind the Wall. Only for a special lottery winner.
Special lottery winner, yeah.
But it's only 2 hours a day. That's all they let me out.
Yeah. You might as well play Russian roulette.
Yes. You need all the help you can get.
All right, guys. We will see you this Sunday at 10 p.m. with Adam Rink. What more can you ask for than that? We're gonna have a blast with him. Then next Thursday, we'll see you again at 9 p.m. Eastern time with our guests Thigh and Smy when we do our mock draft, our one and only mock draft. And then don't forget to set your notifications for our draft marathon the following Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And email us at BearsCountryPodcast@gmail.com if you want to hop in the show with us and talk some Bears draft picks. Guys, we love you. You guys are what makes this whole world go around for us. Without you, we would not exist. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Without you, there is no me.
Without you, there is no BCP.
You know me.
All right, guys. Want to end this shit out on 1, 2, 3 Bears?
No, let's sing it on 1, 2, 3 Justin Fields. You guys feel the love?
How about 1, 2, 3 Caleb?
Come on, let's.
How about 1, 2, 3 Bears?
How about just bring it in, man?
Good night, everybody.
1, 2, 3 Justin Fields.
1, 2, 3 Bears.
Justin Fields.
Bears.
Thank God.
Bears.